I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Whatever.
Hey.
Kid.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still till it's all with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch it on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
You know, I don't want to be classless. I don't want to be, you know, a jerk because, you know, bad karma can always hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
We don't want nobody to be hurt.
I don't want anybody to be hurt.
Even though we feel a certain way about stinking Jets fans.
Oh, and especially Jet Up.
Yeah, Jet Up.
Especially Jet Up.
Greeny was probably crying.
That being said, Leroy.
Yeah, I told you.
Looks like business picked up for the Dolphins yesterday.
Here's the deal. I'm going to explain this to everybody. You can go through the history of Achilles injuries, and they all start with a calf strain.
Yeah.
And anytime somebody has a calf strain and they have to take time out, right? All that pressure goes down to your Achilles. It happened with KD. Remember, KD took 2 or 3 weeks off.
Yep.
With a calf strain, came back, Achilles.
It was I was
I didn't
watching
think
last night.
They said, but here's what threw me off. They said it was an ankle. When he first
went
right,
out. Yeah,
right.
but they were
So
like, and he'd have been
I'm
dealing.
like, how's that an ankle?
It was one of those things where the way it also just looked like an Achilles because
you can see his leg.
What we see from these things is usually like a guy will take 2 steps and then all of a sudden like, no.
Yeah. You got
and you can see like he got up and then he immediately goes back to the huddle and he sits back down.
Yeah. Oh, you can see it.
It's rough, dude. Yeah, it's a rough thing. Aaron Rodgers, of course, if you guys were under a rock for the last 12 hours, Aaron Rodgers left the game for the Jets last night on Monday Night Football after 4 snaps. Four snaps. And it was funny, dude. I was reading my son a story last night. We were doing some story time, and I'm like, I was like, we're really into a chapter book. He's really into this this animal book that we're reading, and I'm like, all right, whatever. What am I going to miss? A series? What could happen? But what happens is his lighting in his room kind of stinks for reading. So I have my phone on there and I have the flashlight up and my phone just going bzz, 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 bzz. I'm like, what the hell? And people are just saying like, oh my God, I'm getting eye emojis. I'm like, what the hell happened? Anyway, finish my story. I go back and then all of a sudden I'm like, why is Zach Wilson in? What happened?
Right.
What happened? Right. And so like I had to go back on my on the ESPN Plus and scroll back and like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers went out after like four plays. Crazy, dude. Crazy. And like
he's 40.
It's over.
And I'm saying, wait, he's 40. Ayahuasca don't fix that.
No.
You just generally it takes longer to heal when you get older. So where's that put him?
That's got to be the Jets had to feel so good, that fan base, going into this year. Hard Knocks. He comes out yesterday with the American flag on 9/11. He's like Captain America. Yeah. This is all going to change for us. It's finally going to be in line for us. The Jets, we have everything we need to compete. And it lasts 4 plays.
Yeah.
4 plays. And the thing that probably, in a weird way, the thing that has to torture them even more is
you got to use Zach Wilson.
Well, it's not even that. I wasn't even saying that. You do this on a night where the Bills look terrible. Mm-hmm. And you think to yourself, this should be there for us. Obviously, I'm through a dummy Jets fan. Obviously, the Dolphins are going to win this division now. But I'm just saying, like, that's what's got to be going through the head. And it's taken away from them in 4 snaps.
Mhm.
It's insane, dude. Insane.
Yeah,
What a cruel sport.
it is, man. You can't. But certain injuries are a precursor to a greater injury if not taken care of, right?
Yeah.
And your body is funny that your body will do things to protect itself. So if you have a calf strain, right, and you put stress on that calf, it tightens up. Well, when that calf tightens up, it puts pressure and more stretch on your Achilles. It happened to KD. It's happened to a lot of guys that started off with an injury of calf strain, right? So, yeah,
But also on top of it, like he got rolled up on bad. Like that guy.
but it wasn't even the roll up that got him.
It was like, but the bending.
Well, he was trying to get away, and it's just the stretch of it.
Yeah, I will
But
say.
when the guy rolled up on it, that's when they said
Well-
it was an ankle. I was looking for the ankle to get rolled up on.
No, it wasn't an ankle.
Right.
Like the way he reacted to it, I was like, everybody was getting a little squeamish. I will say this though, those concerns about that Jets O-line, those were legitimate because that dude was running for his life. The three plays in Aaron Rodgers' Jets career, other than by Breece Hall, the other were him running for his life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
And then they dumbed the offense down a little bit to give Zach Wilson a chance. And he was still like, the only difference between Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers is he had a little more mobility because both of them were running for their life.
yeah, but he was running. He ran really far backwards.
Yeah.
Really far. But they won. I mean, they did win yesterday. So shout out to that. Like they
Shout
had
out.
the overtime win, because the other part of this on the Dolphins side of it is all of the preseason thoughts that Bills team is going to take a step back also look legitimate, because Josh Allen, whew,
I'm not surprised.
3 interceptions, loses a fumble, bum.
I'm not surprised. Part of the reason why they had this problem is because, keep in mind, early on and I hate when teams do this. Early on in Josh Allen's career, they were a predominantly run first type of team, right? Where they threw the ball, but it was set up after being really good running the football. That includes Josh Allen. Now they're not doing that. They're not trying to establish the run. They go, oh, we got Josh Allen. He's our guy. But he's never really been that guy. So now everybody's talking about him being a pocket passer. When the hell has Josh Allen been a pocket passer? Never. It's all been the offense, the running, the rolling out, the stuff like that.
Well, he took a big leap from his first couple of years.
No, he did.
His first couple of years, he was like under 60%. And then he was like under Dayball. One of the things that got Brian Dayball as like the hot coach is that he fixed his accuracy issues. There was one year he was throwing like 70%, threw for like 4,500 yards. But he has been, he does a thing now, which is just not done in the NFL. Like the value that they put into quarterbacks taking care of the football, you just can't afford your QB going out there giving you 15 interceptions and fumbling the ball a handful of times a year. And he does that
4 turnovers.
willy-nilly.
Right.
You know, already 3 picks in one game.
Right.
You can't do that.
Right.
And for whatever reason, he came into this year like, I'm going to be a different guy. Leroy, at one point I saw him. I've never seen this. He just leapt into the air forward like a torpedo. I've never seen that at the 40. There were 2 guys there. Why did he do that?
I'm telling you, something in his mind is telling him he needs to look a certain way, right? And what happens as you get farther along in your career, whatever that career is, you got to be the best version of who you are. And that's not going to change, right? Now, his tweak should have been, right? I got to be safer so I can play a whole season. That part I understand. But still, 1 yard from the sideline, he's trying to run over a DB.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was trying to play safer.
Right.
It looked honestly like he had gotten worse.
So
it looked like every habit got worse. I know the Jets have a good defense. Don't get me wrong,
right,
but like
but mentally, his thought process is off. Somebody needs to get him refocused
Yeah.
because what he's thinking he should be
Focused.
able to do is not what he did to get him that money. You got to be that person, but better, more sound, right? Better decisions. For some reason, he thinks he needs to be somebody else. And
he's not that guy. You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy.
Those are our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know
So
truck.
we imagine at some point during the show we'll get, I guess, the confirmation that Aaron Rodgers is done.
Noon.
So I'm sure they'll get that. But like the coach came out last night, Robert Saleh. He's like, it's not good.
But here's the kicker. See, because of his age, like some guys would say he has a partial tear and he just needs extensive rehab. You can't do that with an older guy. You gotta fix it.
Yeah, for sure. And then like, what's he gonna come back for?
Right.
You know?
Right.
This is a guy already, having flashes of jeopardy. The one thing that I did think of last night, because I'm not sure if I believe that he gave up $35 million. I do feel like there's like a bit of a shell game there. He's probably got Johnson & Johnson stock. But whatever. Let's just say that he did give up. Could you imagine giving up $35 million and you played 4 plays?
Can you imagine paying $35 million and your guy played 4 plays?
Sheesh.
You can look at that both ways.
Oof.
The Jets are probably, well, at least we got $35 million
Well,
back.
look, I'm trying not to laugh at it because it sucks.
It sucks. You don't want to see a player.
But seeing Woody Johnson get that news yesterday with that ridiculous chain on was like pretty funny. Like, can't take him seriously. You're an old man. You got the Sauce Gardner chain on.
But look, man, it's football. Like it's stuff like this that makes you appreciate how long you got to play, right? And I'm like, yeah. When it was time to quit, I was like, good. My body's saying no more. I got it. I get it. I made it a long time. Let's go, right?
Did you see that show pony Tom Brady this morning?
What did he do?
Well, everybody's like, oh, come on, Tom. Let's see. Bring him back let's see if he'll play for the Jets. First thing he does this morning is put up a video of him shooting hoops. And actually, it's at Jimmy Butler's trainer's gym in New York.
Uh-huh.
But he's taunting everybody, He's taunting everybody. Look at me. This is what I'm doing this morning. Not playing football.
Pony.
He's a show pony. Show pony. We'll take a quick break. Lots to get into. And obviously, big ramifications for the Dolphins in the AFC East. What does this mean? Jets lose their starting quarterback. The Bills starting quarterback's a dummy.
I don't think it changes that much.
WQAM broadcast.
Leroy here with you. Take you guys up until 2 o'clock here on the show. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Hey, our show and Miami Media School, giving you a chance to watch our show in studio and take part in the shenanigans.
Are we sure we are the show they keep away from visitors?
Nope. This is what they want.
All right.
They want shenanigans for us. So
All right.
here's how it works. You go to WQAM, you enter on the contest page, and you enter for your chance to win. And at Miami Media School, you gain the skills, advantages, and insights you need to become a sports broadcaster. I'm a professional. Like listen, I've been on NBA broadcasts. I could teach these kids something. I could.
Tobin trained me.
Yeah. I'm
That was over there, though.
not
a whole bunch
What
of talking.
happened?
I am a media shepherd. I can
Wait.
Transition.
So wait. So here's the funny thing. So who trained Robbie?
That's a good question.
And then Robbie was training people, and we're like,
Robbie trained me also.
Yes!
Remember when he didn't let me touch the board?
oh no, he's
He didn't let anyone
wait,
touch the board.
he is paranoid. Like he'll be doing something, and all of a sudden he'll hit something out of the corner. I had to dump.
Had to dump it.
Yeah, I had to dump. We're like, what happened?
Well, if you want to come watch the school, if you want to come watch us with your school, Miami Media School, if you want to come watch the show, come and visit the studio. And also you get a WQM swag bag. Enter now, WQM.com/contests, and try and win. Also, go to beonair.com for more information on the Miami Media School. They do a great job over there. So, Stunt Steve is saying producer Tobin's different from on-air Tobin. I don't know what that means.
That you're a lot more serious when you're producer Tobin.
I don't think so.
Serious in
Well,
a very funny way.
You have to understand the only time I see him on the other side is when he's fixing stuff. You have to be your own producer.
Well, honestly, I kind of ruined it for everybody because, not to pat myself on the back, but I was like, for the longest time on that morning show, you used to have in radio, you used to have a staff. Like you had somebody who ran the board, then you had somebody who produced, and like I could be listening to the show, researching things, taking guest calls, and then all of a sudden it was just like one day I'm like, I think I could do all of this. So I was doing all of it for at one point Zaslow and Hawk, and then at one point Zaslow and Joy, and then Zaslow and Amber and Romberg and all that. And I was just doing it. Now, eventually I got some help, and I had I got Slim, but at that point I was so used to running the board and doing that I kind of just kept doing it that way. But if anything, I would think I was sillier as a producer.
So you're the reason that we decided, one guy is good.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate
No,
that,
but
buddy.
it's
I
only
really
for our
appreciate that.
show.
Really good.
Technically not.
No, Joe only has Danny now.
Oh yeah. Well, he only had Daddy before because
No, he had two.
Huh?
He had two also.
No.
Mhm.
He
But
had-
but to your question, but to your answer, Marcos, yes.
Yeah, your fault.
Yes,
But
partly my fault.
I will give you credit though. You do a lot more work than a lot of other hosts in the production help.
Yes.
Like I
Yes.
don't know a lot of people who are cutting sound and sending it to
Nobody.
They're just kind of like, hey, I want that. Get it.
Nobody.
Yeah.
The answer
so-
would be nobody.
yeah, that's actually no one.
Actually, nobody.
You also provide sound for other shows as well. You don't only
I'm not greedy.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to cut it for myself, I'm a team player.
Somehow you're still a bum though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of bums, Josh Allen. Do you have Josh Allen after the game yesterday?
I do indeed.
Josh Allen.
Well,
after the game.
tell him, thanks, Captain Obvious.
Josh Allen is talking about these turnovers, and this is what he had to say.
Josh, 4 turnovers. Was that something that they did, or is that just you maybe forcing the ball, trying to force the ball in a little bit?
Yeah, trying to force the ball. Yeah, same same place, different day.
Wow.
Oh,
That guy, wow.
that guy's impressed.
Wow.
I mean,
That guy is, I almost kind of feel bad for that dummy.
well, because now you thinking we're going back to Buffalo after losing to a team that has Zach Wilson at the quarterback.
We
Like
we lost a game. I am allegedly an elite quarterback in this league, and I lost to the
guy
MILF
they-
Hunter,
the guys they didn't want.
the guy they didn't want. And quite frankly, I mean, that one touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson, it was really an incredible catch.
I thought
I don't know
I
how
thought
did
he
that.
was over the line of scrimmage. I'm like, he's almost there.
I don't understand that. And then to throw those, I mean, he was throwing heaves. It was literally just like, oh, well, Stephon Diggs down there somewhere. And it was always just, nope, it's in the hands of a jet.
Yep.
Here's a little bit more of Josh Allen, that dum-dum.
I hurt our team tonight. I cost our team tonight. And it feels eerily similar to last year, and I hate that it's the same. I do.
Oof. Man. So there you go. And they were just talking about this on ESPN, and I do agree. Like, I don't know what the odds are. I'm sure they'll come out later today. They'll be updated. There's no doubt that the Dolphins are now vaulted to. I would say they're going to jump the Bills as the favorite, just because of a performance that bad. The Bills have been the betting favorite for the division. I would bet that. Excuse me. Like I said, Miami Media School, I could teach a thing or two. I would venture to guess that when the odds, if updated odds come out today, the Dolphins will be the favorite to win the East.
I would say this though, I'm not gonna knee jerk about how they looked after one game, right?
Which team? The Bills?
The Bills.
But you don't believe in them anyway.
I don't, but I'm still my analysis of the Bills had nothing to do with last night's, performance. It actually happened a little bit quicker than I thought, right?
Yeah.
But it's very rare, and I'm going to say this like over and over again. See, you can fix an offense to help a quarterback. But then if he starts having success, to just think that you're never going to have to do that is being unfair to the team and to him. And I think they put him in positions, like Dayball put him in positions where, he's rolling out. He's doing this. He's running, fake running. They're running the football. A lot of different things that made that offense good. And because Josh Allen was running it being a moose, it made him good.
Mm-hmm.
Now it almost looks like he's trying to play the same type of quarterback as Aaron Rodgers. And that's not who he is.
I know it feels very much like a guy who's a little bit shook on how to use his talents.
Right, but Dayball knew how to do it.
But it's not like, Ken Dorsey, first of all, Ken Dorsey, Cam Newton's best seasons came under Ken Dorsey.
Right.
And it's not like Ken Dorsey was on the staff. He was the quarterback coach.
Right.
So it's just weird that it feels like he's heading towards this regression. It's strange.
But the offense looked a lot different than it did last year. Right. And I know it's hard to tell from one game because of the mistakes and stuff.
Well, I think
the Jets defense is really good. So
the Jets defense is good, but you know what helps? Dude who's throwing you picks willy-nilly.
Dude, I'm telling you, I saw one of his interceptions where they were trying to work the front side safety, right? So the guy runs a corner post, right? So he leans like he's going to corner. He runs a post. Josh Allen has to control the other safety. So you have a guy crossing underneath that safety. You see what I'm saying? They never, ever affected that safety. So he just ran back with the other guy and caught the pick. I'm like, you got a crossing guy underneath him. There's no way he can play both of those guys. So that's on the quarterback. So, yeah.
Between that and that, look, yeah, they got a good defense. Breece Hall looked amazing.
Yeah, considering he just came back from injury.
But, dude, Zach Wilson. There was Matt Ryan rumors thrown out there last night. Matt Ryan. Oh, yes, they were.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, they were.
No, there wasn't.
Adam Schefter went on set after the
wasn't.
game, and he goes, I've heard they're going to check in on Matt Ryan.
No chance.
Dude?
Nope.
Dude, I'm telling you that I don't know if it'll happen or not, but he said they're checking in. Not lying to you. I wouldn't do that.
You're choking on your phlegm.
I'm not. I'm telling you right now. He said Matt Ryan was a thing. He said Matt Ryan was a thing.
They said they're thinking about Matt Ryan, and you just start right. Yeah, you choking.
Marco.
You know what you're choking on?
What?
Ridiculous.
That's what he said.
Right? You just choke.
That's what he said.
What are you choking on? Ridiculous.
Matt Ryan, dude.
Only you would say something like that.
What do you mean? It's the most credible NFL reporter out there.
Peyton Manning's available.
Dude, Peyton Manning was shook last night. I don't know if we have any of this, but Peyton Manning yesterday, when he found out that Aaron Rodgers was out of this game, he literally was like, Eli, who's their backup? Eli's like, they got Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's still there? No joke. And he wasn't doing a bit. He wasn't doing a bit. And Peyton Manning apparently does like all this film study before Monday Night Football. He goes, he was really upset. He goes, I didn't even prepare for this. He goes, I was watching Green Bay footage. I was doing all my work on Aaron Rodgers. I was just like, wow. Peyton Manning was flustered last night by all things Aaron Rodgers' injury.
So basically, he was flustered, not because of what happened, but because he probably prepared that week thinking, no way in hell I need to worry about who's the backup quarterback.
Of course.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers, how Aaron Rodgers is going to get through a game? I don't even need to know. But crazy, dude. Wow.
Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan, dude. Don't
wait.
stop.
Carson Wentz is a free agent.
Oh, they mentioned him too.
Cam Newton?
Yep.
Oh, please no.
Joe
Flacco.
Joe Flacco started again week 18 last year against the Dolphins.
Nick Foles.
Oof.
Of those picks, Carson Wentz is the best choice. I hate to say it. Oof. He's the freshest. All those other guys is old as hell.
The freshest.
Yeah. You want Cam Newton throwing passes for you?
No.
Okay. Matt Ryan?
Okay. He was on CBS this past week.
Right. I'm just saying, like, your best option of those people is Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Man, it's right. Holy smokes.
Man, should we check on Vlad?
Oh.
Why don't we try calling him?
We
didn't check on Vlad.
Is he all right?
No, Vlad isn't.
Oh, man.
He's in concussion protocol from banging his head on the TV.
How bad?
Back after this.
Listen to Messi and Inter Miami.
I'm leaving today.
Who is the backup? Richard Todd or Ken O'Brien?
It's their
Wilson
first
still
round-
plays there?
Yeah. Yes, he's still there. He's
Wow.
the first round pick last year.
I didn't know they had any other quarterback besides Aaron Rodgers. That's the only quarterback I thought they had on the entire roster.
I mean, Peyton's not wrong. I mean, because it's all it's been thrown in our face all off season has been Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's a jackass. You know why? Because when he was playing, nobody knew who the hell your backup was.
Oh, it's a good point. I don't remember who
Right.
the backups were.
Right.
Other than Osweiler. That's the only one I ever remember.
The only person we knew who the backup was to Tom Brady. Because that dude always ended up getting paid.
Yes, and he obviously had the injury the 1 year, so we knew Matt Castle. Hoyer was always hanging around.
Hoyer was always with hair and without hair.
And then I remember with Peyton's years, we remember Curtis Painter, of course, because when Peyton went down, Curtis Painter led them to Andrew Luck.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
think about that. And wasn't Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning on the same roster for a second?
Maybe
they didn't get rid of him until later.
They were going to get rid because even Peyton Manning, I remember saying like, "Oh, number one pick's got to play." Like,
right?
You know that was.
But here's
remember he would remember the pursuit down here. He was gonna we were in on that, and then he had the WSVN helicopter chasing him down.
What? Like, could you know how awful that would have gone?
What?
Peyton Manning
down here?
Yeah.
I mean, it could have gone worse than whatever the hell we had.
I mean, he was really good, dude.
He did win
for a year.
No, he was good for like 2 years. The last year was really, really bad. He went to the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl, then he won the MVP.
Right. Okay. I understand all that. You understand what you would have to give up for those 2 years.
Super Bowl, baby. You think the Denver Broncos regret doing that decision?
No, but they were in a different place.
And they went to 2 Super Bowls.
They were in a different place. Safe to say? They were in a different place than the Dolphins at the time.
They had Tannehill. I'm assuming it would have been Tannehill.
Yeah.
Let's see. And we went to the Broncos in 2012, which I think was 2012 was Philbin's first year.
Super Bowl the first year.
Super Bowl first year.
Then playoff, then won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Then he retired.
And there was
keep in mind though, they had a stud defense too.
Threw 55 touchdowns that 1 year.
Yeah.
Oof.
Right. And then his neck quit working.
Yep.
Because
that last
year he could barely throw the ball out of this room.
The last year's was not. What is that?
He won the Super Bowl and couldn't throw a football out of this studio.
It was crazy. What the hell was his yards per attempt that year?
2.5.
It just says handoff on my screen.
Does it?
It says handoff.
Because remember they replaced him and then brought him back in for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, Osweiler was like Osweiler was Osweiler, but he was functional.
Right.
Aaron and you had to play Peyton Manning. And he got that last Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
The first Super Bowl, man, was with the Seahawks when he had the safety to start that game.
Oh,
man.
He's like, oh, see, Chris Jones reported.
Yeah, he got a new deal.
No, he just did a 1 year deal though.
Yeah, but I think it can get up to like 25 mil.
I mean, what was he making? 19?
19.
I mean, you held out for
quibbling.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Is this last year?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they can franchise him next year or not. But
tell you what, though, he didn't have
that was already a new deal that he's on. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Didn't have to practice. I mean, that was a win. Missed one game.
I tell you what, I know what they
kind
did
of with Leroy though. Like if you're gonna miss one game, hold out and get to your.
So basically, here's what happened. They gave him a contract so he wouldn't lose any money.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it.
Pretty much. He made an unnecessary stink, I would say.
He didn't make a big enough stink.
But like you either make a stink or you don't make a stink. Like Christian Wilkins, like he made a stink, but he goes, all right, my stink has its limits, and he's just off to the races. He was ready. He knew when it was time to stop making a stink because he knew he wasn't going to take his stink far enough. You know what I mean?
Right. You got to know you're right.
You have to know
he's too good of a guy too. He's like,
oh, he was doing the hula behind Tua when he was getting interviewed. I'm like, he's a delight. He's a delight.
That's one of those guys
That
that
being s-
plays too much.
That being said, Christian, tighten things up this week, huh?
Yeah, we would like to not give up 200 yards.
Let's tighten things up.
But I
this
will
week.
say this: I don't know if New England's capable of that. Right?
It definitely feels like they have less firepower for sure.
Right. Okay.
Definitely has less firepower, but I would say I don't know. They're playing it. San Diego. LA has talented defenders, but I just trust Belichick more than that dope Brandon Staley. You know, like Bill Belichick. I can't imagine Bill Belichick's not going to have something to take away something from the Dolphins. May not matter because they got a lot of firepower.
Here's what you can't take away: or two.
That's true,
right? Like it's the craziest thing, right? Like, yeah, you can be in position, but do they really understand how fast Tyreek Hill is?
What did Tyreek do against them last year? I remember it was game 1.
What did Tua do?
No. Not Tua's never lost to Belichick. He had week 1, 8 catches, 94 yards. Not too shabby. The next week he had 190 against Baltimore. That's good.
But that was an awesome comeback.
And then the last week 17 against New England. Now, mind you, was it Teddy? Teddy started that game or Skylar? Marcos, you remember
Which one?
Teddy. I think that's the game Teddy got hurt.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Against the Jets.
That was 4 catches, 55 yards.
Right.
So, but no Tua that game.
Right.
Belichick's never beat Tua. Daddy loves you guys. Plus, you know,
well,
he's got his
Daddy loves you guys.
Tua's going up against his water boy.
Here's
Mac
the
Jones.
deal. Here's the deal, though. Believe this is that Belichick is getting beat by his own tactics. One of the things that Tom Brady used to do was get rid of the ball so damn quick that whatever the defense did, you couldn't do it quick enough. That's what Tua does. So he's getting beat by some same trickery.
It's kind of crazy. Like they never went enough elite receivers with having Tom Brady. It's pretty wild.
They had one.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Like you would think like
they had a whole bunch of slot receivers.
Yeah.
In fact, one year, listen, this is how great Tom Brady was. They took a DB and converted him to wide receiver, and he was a stud.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Pretty wild.
All the football players in the world, you got a guy that you can't find a wide receiver, you got to use a DB.
Belichick.
Good luck, Mac.
Good luck, Mac. Good luck. At least you got a real offensive coordinator this year, though. Not a defensive coordinator.
They all come back to roost, right?
Oh, yeah.
They all come back.
Oh, yeah, dude. For sure.
Where's where's McDaniels?
Josh McDaniels, he coaches the Raiders.
Okay. That guy. I mean, they keep getting chances.
Yeah.
By the way, are we going to mention this or are we just going to let it go?
What?
The donut by the Marlins.
Yeah, they got smoked yesterday, 12-0.
Smoked.
12?
Yeah.
What? You can't just say it like
12-0. They lost to the Brew Crew.
We just don't be sliding
dude.
in there
They
real
got
quick
hammered.
before we get to hour 2.
12-0.
They got hammered. Listen, just win the series. Let's see, bounce back.
Yep.
Win the series. Keep winning series. I think they can end up in this thing.
12?
That being said, Sandy went on the DL. I know it wasn't
he got jacked up. I tell you what, I would challenge anybody. You get hard and hit hard enough, the last thing on your mind is holding on to that damn football. I got like 3 or 4 spots on my body. When I got hit, they go hold on to the ball. Damn that football. My leg. Dude. My leg.
Well, what makes you go into instinct mode to get the football?
Huh?
Like, I'm sure there's been with the fumbles, like you had to go and recover. Like, what goes from a fumble you have no shot to?
Can I just
to
tell
one
you,
can get back?
My fumbles were like Cirque du Soleil, right? Like, I didn't just get hit in the ball going to ground. Like, I remember one time I was squeezing the hell out of it. I got hit so hard, boom, the ball went up in the air, and it's like 17 grown-ass men waiting for it to come down. And then all chaos. Like, I had one time, I was running on the sideline, right? Had it in the wrong hand. Dude came up behind me and poked it. And for some reason, it didn't go far. It went 15 yards that way.
Wow.
And I'm like, how is this even possible?
Did you guys recover?
No!
Scoop and score?
No, they ain't score, but I'm just like, what? They go hold on to the ball. I'm like, I think I'm holding it so tight that when it moves a little bit, it causes more of a fumble.
Have you had multiple fumbles in a game?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
College or pro?
Oh, only pro.
Oh.
Only pro. They go, I remember when Bill came in, he's like, we got to do something about this fumbling. Right? And so I would just, in practice, he said, anybody make you fumble in practice is $100. Right? I would have to give that person $100.
Damn, really?
Never fumbled. Right? But here's the problem. Nobody hitting you on the legs. It's just all upper body hits, so you can expect it. When that little DB sees your big legs and he said, "Ooh, I'm gonna take his legs out," right? You get hit the wrong way. Dude, my legs used to be, think about this. Look how dark I am. My thighs and my calves would be black and blue.
Jeez.
From just a regular game. And everybody's like, why you don't hold on to the ball? I'm like, because it hurts.
That being said, 6 fumbles from rookie year to 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was Bill Belichick year when he brought me and Eric Metcalf in the room. And he said, Metcalf, you had the most fumbles per carry in the NFL. And I looked at Metcalf and smiled. Shut up, Howard. You were second.
And I'm going to be nice about it. That's a great run by Leroy Horde like he's had before. But if that's Robert Smith, it's 6 points for the Minnesota Vikings.
That guy's still on
I
TV.
got to be honest with you. I can't imagine how much sass was in the 23-year-old Leroy Horde.
I just...
For sass.
But it was, see, I think part of the problem is that I played with dudes that we were cool, right? Like me and Eric Metcalf and Kevin Mack and Tommy Bardell. And then when I got to Cleveland, Herro and Robert and Mo Williams and David Palmer, we all just got along. So like we would make fun of each other, but knew when to be serious. And so, again, one time, like I told you, I got night on my first year in Minnesota, and 2 running backs were in the when I got to the sideline and they took me out, gave me the smelling salts. I was still kind of out of it. One guy was like, "Give me a Caesar salad, 2 bus passes," and the other guy was waving towels, going, "I'm Batman," and this is during the game, right? So, and they said, people say I was sass, but it was just the general tone of the room because we all understood, man, listen, playing running back is not easy. You get hit on every play. Some guys have the body to withstand all those hits, right? Every other year, Robert used to tear up a knee because they would do the horse collar thing and just fold him up.
Oh, I had a question about that too, because there was some interesting stuff out of this Rodgers thing that some of the players are pissed about. I'll tell you about that coming up next.
never had dumb conversations.
I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are like trying to argue what is half naked. I don't understand.
Half dressed or half naked, whatever you want to use.
Okay, fine. I do feel like that's different, but go ahead.
No, it's not.
So what do you consider?
What's the
half
difference
naked?
between half dressed and half naked?
Half dressed means like you are a little disheveled, I would say. Half naked is like you're wearing and showing off a little bit more.
Disheveled.
Yeah, disheveled. Like, if I'm half dressed, like maybe I look like a bum. I got a ratty shirt on. I got an unbuttoned shirt on. That's half dressed to me. Half naked's like, loose goose floozy.
All right. I got you.
Loose.
You're not
half floozy.
All right.
Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Adam Schefter, MRI, has confirmed that Aaron Rodgers is officially tore his Achilles on the fourth play. His season is now officially over. And there are questions about whether his Hall of Fame career is too. That is from Adam Schefter mere minutes ago on Twitter.
I think I remember saying something. Everybody can. Why did we assume everybody could be Tom Brady? You know what these guys
Totally
are doing?
fair. It's
You know
totally
what these guys are doing? These guys are making Tom Brady's career that much more special.
True.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Makes me hate him.
Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, all these guys that got into their late 30s and say, oh, I'm going to do it like Tom Brady. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy. And he was already banged up. He was banged up last year, too.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. The old get banged up.
Yeah. Yeah. My old is a lot earlier than his old, though.
The old get banged up. And Tom Brady is soulless. He sold whatever, bonsai acai juice to the devil. And that's why he's able to be where he is. But not everybody's that. You have Aaron Rodgers. He's trying to heal through ayahuasca.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate. I was curious about this, but David Bakhtiari, who was his teammate in Green Bay,
Mm-hmm.
he was blaming the artificial turf for the reason that injury happened. He said, congrats, NFL. How many more players have to get hurt on artificial turf? You care more about soccer players than us. You'll plan to remove all that artificial turf for the World Cup coming up. So clearly it's feasible. I'm sick of this. Do better.
There's some point. Here's what you have to realize. There are certain movements that you make that if you don't have the traction you need, your body shouldn't be doing it, right? And on artificial turf, that's much harder to determine. And that's just it, right? Like, think about this. You remember when Zion busted out of his shoe?
Incredible.
If his shoe didn't bust, right, it was partly because his body couldn't maintain that position. Something could have snapped if the shoe was too good. There are limits to what your body can and can't do. And certain turfs have so good a grip that it doesn't allow your body to actually, say, hey, we can't do this.
Yeah, so there you go. The official news, Aaron Rodgers done for the year, maybe his career. Officially, the news from Adam Schefter, he has torn his Achilles, as we all saw yesterday on Monday Night Football. The Jets, it feels like their season is
Well,
is
here's what I would say.
Their contending chances are done.
Here's what I would say. It's unfortunate, but you probably should have did everything you could to protect Aaron Rodgers. That offensive line was terrible.
Terrible. He was running for
that
his life,
offensive
dude.
line was terrible.
They were really bad.
Really bad. Now look, the Dolphins look like Hall of Famers.
Oh my God, it's not even close.
It's not even close. But remember, I told you this before the season. There's 25 teams complaining about offensive line. So it's not just the Dolphins. And your complaints about offensive line is not the Jets' complaints.
No way.
There's other teams that are worse than that.
That was bad.
Right.
That was really bad.
So there's a handful of teams, and coincidentally, it usually has to do with the teams that run the ball the best. Their offensive line is usually a little bit better.
When am I allowed to be happy for this?
You probably shouldn't be.
I don't want to be like, I don't want to be a rat bastard.
Can I just say this?
Because, listen, Tua,
I'm going to tell you exactly.
I don't want Tua to get a concussion next week and everybody laughs at me.
Here's what I would say. We used to say this thing in football. We want your best players on the field. We want to beat your best players. But if we ain't got to deal with them, them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
Right. I don't want nobody to get hurt.
I feel,
but I'm not gonna go home and go, damn, I ain't got to deal with LT.
Evan Levin says they were laughing last year when Tua was out. You're right, Evan. They were.
Guess what? Uh-oh. All right, I got an answer.
From who, Vlad?
I'm okay. I said, do it. I said, do we need to send a wellness check over there?
I'm sure he was going through it last night.
Dude, how much of the brown you think he consumed last night? After 4 plays into the game?
I don't know, dude.
And then at the end being miserable and then celebrating a win? Because for 3.5 quarters, all Jets fans were miserable. You could see that the game.
By the way, speaking of turf, did you hear this Jimbo Fisher?
Talk about the field here?
Yeah. I was like, what the hell is this? This was, if you guys didn't hear, this is the Aggies head coach, Jimbo Fisher, hillbilly. He
Hillbilly Fisher.
Yeah. He was saying that he doesn't like the field at Hard Rock Stadium, but his explanation is so lame. Here you go.
I don't know, maybe we had the wrong cleats. I don't know. I mean, the middle of the field did slip, but they had the same guys we did. I know Connor did a couple times. He was getting ready to throw, his feet went out from under him, and that happened. What will happen a lot of times when you play at teams that have different logos. In other words, I say multiple teams play at a sport, they change that logo out. Well, when they do that, they change that grass has to be interchanged. So that's usually done on a very quick, and then plus their stadium, those stadiums that have that half don't get the sunlight to dry out, and then you had the rain, and plus, and you'll wet that part to make that grass take, and it makes that slick, and then you'll paint on the emblem. And when you have to take stadiums, and in my history of it, always do that, you'll have a lot of that, some of those issues occasionally in that situation, and that seemed to what happened.
That's true.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here. First of all,
wait. But here's what I would say where he's wrong. There was a monsoon before the game, Jimbo. Remember they delayed the game. It was raining so hard with thunder and lightning.
Oh, this guy.
But again, he made here. I'll accept his.
What is he, a groundskeeper?
No, it's true.
Get out of here. It's true. They haven't changed the logo in a month.
Again, they could have repainted it. But here's what I would say. No, here's what I would say where he made sure to put this in. If he hadn't said this, then I would be with you. They had the same issues we had.
But he doesn't really mean it, though, dude.
Wait,
that's
a
disclaimer. This is that's like when you say no excuses, but then you just give a litany of excuses. I tell you, you got the sky, you got the humidity, you got the grass seed, you got the ants that are chewing on the grass, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around.
Yeah, I mean, those ants are pretty vicious.
You are.
Get out of here.
Wait,
what are you doing?
Can I ask you?
See a little, see a lot. See a lot, see nothing.
What did the ants have to do with it?
I don't know what he's talking. He's like, well, you got that comes in there, and they got a roof, and the roof gets trees, and you don't get the quiet hydration that you need. And I don't know if it's Bermuda grass, crabgrass, who knows? Smoking the wacky tobacco grass.
Okay.
Tobacco.
Like, what is he talking about? Shut up, dude.
I'm just glad they don't sound.
By the way, the number one slip of the entire game was a muffed punt. You took advantage of it. Oh, our guys were slipping all over the place. What? I hate him. What's that look for, dude?
You are a work of art. Right? Like if you say guys were slipping because of the ants.
I don't know what he was talking. Wait, you got the logo there, the logo here, they repaint it. And I'm like, dude, what? Hey, maybe this is just me, Jimbo. I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm not making a lot of money at Texas A&M, but maybe a little bit more focus on coaching, a little less on the grass, huh? Dude,
see a little, see a lot.
Here's what I would tell you.
Les Miles.
Here's what I would tell you to all football players out there. When you have that problem, rubber cleats. Rubber cleats are any surface, wet rubber cleats work, right? Plastic, when the ground is firm or the grass hasn't taken yet, the plastic slips. Just telling you.
Yeah, but look, all right, I'd hear it out if there was a different, like they've had that logo there. Come on, dude. Like the Dolphins haven't played there in a month.
Everybody was slipping though. So it wasn't just them. So I
don't even remember that being a thing during the game.
Oh, there was a lot of slipping.
See you later.
You just don't like.
I don't like him.
Somebody
trying to
wait.
discredit.
Somebody that he likes could have said the same thing, and your attitude would be totally different.
It's just.
But it's because it's Jimbo.
No, but it's like
yes,
no,
yes,
it's
it is why.
It's because he's trying to discredit the Canes. The Canes whooped
He's
your
not
ass.
discrediting Canes.
He's
He started
discrediting,
off.
dude.
Wait, here. Let me explain something to you. Whether you discredit him or not, take the L and be gone.
This is what you do.
That's all you do.
If you ask that question, Jimbo, notice. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to sound like a Texan. Hey, Jimbo. What was it with all the slipping going on there? Hey, they were slipping too. You know, both conditions. That's all. Hats off to the Canes. That's what you should say. But no, this guy, he was like,
why? Here's the problem I have with you.
That was impressive.
We go through all these pressers, and Tobin basically says what the guy should have said. Players, coaches, staff, everything. But why have you determined what the right thing to say is? Every time.
it's not gracious. It's being a sore loser.
You've never been a sore loser. You've never been a sore loser.
I'm not a coach. Have some couth.
You've never been a sore loser.
I'm a fan.
Look,
Spo wouldn't do it.
You don't have to. He's won 3 championships.
He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
Are you done? You are the worst. You get on everybody for basically doing the same. Like, oh my goodness. You've never come in here after your team lost and talk about all the things that happened to your team.
If I feel there's upright shenanigans, then I'm going to call it out like I see it. But there was not
always-
shenanigans going on with
it. Always
grass.
coincides. You ever notice that always coincides with a loss?
Dude.
I'm just saying.
But like, what is that? Wait, like, how many details do you think was this all he was talking about on the flight back to wherever the hell Texas College Station? That was all they were talking about?
So I can just automatically give you a -1 when you start Jimbo Fisher in a situation. That's what we call it.
No.
Come on. Here, that's what we got the new name for it. When Toby comes in here after a loss in any sport and he starts complaining about what happened, just hit him with the Jimbo Fisher.
It's not the same.
Hit him with the Jimbo Fisher.
Hit this guy.
See a little, see a lot, see a lot, see
Yeah,
nothing.
no, but play his answer again, because he's like, no excuses.
I
and
mean,
then
I
just
didn't
like,
know he was Snoop Dogg, and all of a sudden that's creeping bent grass right there.
Maybe we had the wrong cleats. I don't know. I mean, the middle of the field did slip, but they had the same guys we did. I know Connor did a couple times. Like, he was getting ready to throw, his feet went out from under him, and that happened. What'll happen a lot of times when you play at teams that have different logos. In other words, I say multiple teams play at a sport, they change that logo out. Well, when they do that, they change that grass has to be interchanged. So that's usually done on a very quick, and then plus their stadium, those stadiums that have that half don't get the sunlight to dry out, and then you had the rain, and plus, and you'll wet that part to make that grass take, and it makes that slick, and then you'll paint on the emblem. And when you have to take stadiums, and in my history of it, always do that, you'll have a lot of that, some of those issues occasionally in that situation, and that seemed to what happened.
I'm sorry, Jimbo. What do you guys paint your logo with? You use charcoal? What are you using? Crayon? Like,
Do
let
they
us
have
know.
grass or turf?
Who? Texas?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have grass. Not positive.
Yeah, but that's the only thing they do there.
Yeah, no, I understand the parameters of it. The Dolphins and the Hurricanes change out their logos, but the Hurricanes have had
They played back to back.
Yeah, but they didn't. They haven't played.
No, I'm saying the Canes played back to back weeks.
Yeah,
right.
They played back to. They've had the.
Didn't
same
they have a concert?
I don't know.
Yeah, they had a concert.
Who?
Was that when in between?
Oh, dude, let me tell you something right now.
Whoa,
I know Jimbo's not blaming this on Kettle G. I know he's not doing that.
Oh, okay.
I know he's not blaming Kettle G.
Hey, why did you have to say
Kettle G? See you little,
It's
see you
not
lot.
your thing.
Dude, Stop
G.
him, JFig.
Kettle?
What do you say?
So-
You say it.
Gatto G?
Kettle G. That's what I said.
You said kettle.
It's like all of a sudden I want some popcorn. What are you
Kettlebell.
doing?
Seriously.
Kettlebell G.
Come on, dude. What's wrong with you? Stop,
-1.
redneck. Stop trying to call people by their real. You say Carol
That's
G.
what I say. Carol G.
Either you
For
say it
show
like Leroy
opponents.
says it, or you say it like she says it. Gatto G.
Kettle G. That's right.
Not kettle.
It's like,
You had Kettlebell G.
a country bumpkin.
Yeah, Kettlebell G out there. You're going out there working on your tush.
Now hop
and all
on
of a
your horse
sudden,
and go home.
We got to get out of here. Logo switched out. I didn't realize Carol G had her own logo right on the turf.
Yeah, but they have people trampling that. What do you think that does to grass?
I don't know.
Remember when they played last week? The grass looked brown.
You know who I saw trampling, doing the trampling? The Canes.
Yo, that's true.
They were trampling the Aggies.
They seem to manage it quite well.
Idiots.
You need to stop.
Sorry.
You really need to stop. What is your thing for Jimbo Fisher?
He just annoys me, dude.
Why?
Because
It's like because he's talking.
he's got like 9
Every time he talks, you come in here and that's a whole segment.
I've never heard.
Did you hear what Jimbo
I've never heard a
Fisher
guy
said?
talk so much about landscaping. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy. Clown acts.
Hey, football season is back, and so is our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway. We've got a chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave & Buster's to watch college football, the NFL, and more. To enter, go online to WQAM's contest page on our website and submit your entry. If you win, you can go to Dave & Buster's in Hollywood with your gift card and spend a day watch your favorite teams. That's all on us and Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports. Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Miami Dolphins, of course, basking in a great win. It's turn the page time, though. It's time to go kick the Patriots' ass.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike McDaniel did speak on the win a little bit yesterday and gave some thoughts on Tua and his performance and Tyreek Hill and his performance. And apparently got wind from the cheetah that before that little touchdown bomb, that cheetah was ready to go run. The cheetah was ready to play. Here was Mike McDaniel.
Tyreek Hill started making it very known that he was ready to make a play, and I fancy myself as a great listener. So that throw culminated kind of a team effort that is very, very important. Playing off of each other in the various phases is very important to winning close games like that.
Yeah, it was huge because they throw up the interception, and then you get the huge sack from Kader Kohu. They get the short field, and boom, one strike.
Quick, boom,
one strike.
And I would like to know, just out of curiosity, what was that cornerback doing? What do you think he was just going to back up and go chase him? I mean, Tyreek Hill just ran by him like it was practice.
Yeah.
I wonder what the other side is.
I know one thing. I wouldn't let Tyreek Hill go willy-nilly. I try to avoid that.
You can't jam him though, because he's strong.
He's amazing. Yep. He really is.
Now, I asked you this on Monday or last Thursday. You think Chiefs fans wish they had Tyreek Hill?
I think the response is always going to be a snooty. We won the Super Bowl without him.
That's what I think.
It's a great argument, but there's no way you don't miss watching that guy play. He's so much fun. So, like, even Patrick Mahomes is entertaining too, and he does his sidearm throws, and he talks like a frog. No offense, Marcos. But Tyreek Hill is like, he really is like, he's the greatest show in the NFL. It's so much fun to watch him week in and week out. And like, look, the Super Bowl's only one day, but I got 18 days of Tyreek Hill.
What does that mean?
What does that even mean?
You just hold on. You just trashed me and JFig for having a ridiculous argument.
Okay.
And then you followed up with those comments?
What do you mean?
Because
One
he
day,
wasn't involved.
the Super Bowl is one day, which is good. It feels good. But like, I'll give you an argument. All right, here's what I would say. I feel like the Miami Heat winning a championship is great. I really enjoyed that feeling. But I got to say, that Jimmy Butler 56-point game, one of the best feelings I've ever had as a fan. Championships are cool, but when you watch greatness week in and week out,
yes,
still pretty awesome.
That's what I look forward to watching sports.
So, like,
because you never know when it's going to happen.
I kind of feel like 18 days of Tyreek Hill is better than a Super Bowl. I would like both.
You are a buffoon if you think that there's people in this league that would rather watch Tyreek Hill than win a Super Bowl.
Isn't that your argument? No, like you were just saying, you don't think Chiefs fans miss him?
I think Chiefs fans, like, he's just here's what I would say. They didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right. And I guess they assumed, like, we can do without Tyreek Hill because we won a Super Bowl. But the fact of the matter is look at them now, and it would really suck if that team went sideways because there's nobody to throw it to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying you think they're like.
You weren't saying that 18 days of Cheetah is better than one Super Bowl?
No.
There's only one Super Bowl Sunday. But there's 18 days of Cheetah.
I've never been
at
there,
least.
So I only know about the 18 days. I did have a few days with Randy Moss.
That was pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
In fact, I would say if you're a Patriots fan, you've had, 6 Super Bowls? Even though Tom Brady did leave you and still win one.
And the best
But
season
the most
was
entertaining season was with
18
Randy Moss.
Yeah. They broke every record.
Sexy Sauce says that 56-point game was the best sporting event I've ever attended in my life. Me too, dude. It was really great.
I'm trying to think. What was the best sporting event that I've ever been to?
Damn.
Without
I just thought of
it?
both of my best sporting events that I've been to, and they're like not good on my end as a fan. One of them was a Notre Dame versus Miami game that was crazy at the Hard Rock.
Why was that not good?
Didn't make it to the game, blacked out, drunk prior to the game. Even it was a crazy night, right? Another one that I went to was with my father. It was in the Orange Bowl. Hurricanes made a miraculous comeback. Frank Gore scores that touchdown in overtime.
Was that Florida State?
Florida State. I left early.
I was at that game too.
Yeah.
So I'm a bum fan.
Wow.
So I'm trying to think. I really can't.
Oh, Wade. That counts. I was a security guard for that.
For what?
His final game, when he jumped on the table and kind of stumbled there.
When he got hurt?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't. You know what's funny? That I've watched sports my whole life and been a part of sports. That I can't, like how you guys are talking about things. Like
You don't have one as a fan just attending that comes to mind?
I mean, no.
It was Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, wasn't it?
Oh, that was bad.
No, I've been to Tyson fights. I went to a Muhammad Ali fight when I was a kid.
Ali.
Yeah,
So
in
jealous.
the Superdome.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, so but I don't like as far as great like moments, like I can't. It doesn't stand out like that for me because like no, it doesn't. Like it's the craziest thing. Like I don't. The way I think about it is I think about being on the wrong side of it, right? Like being up 17 points with 5 minutes left to go in the game against the Canes and losing, right? The week before that, our field goal kicker, it's a 39-yard field goal to beat Notre Dame. We never lost another game and finished second in the country. Like stuff like that. Right? Or Minnesota.
Look at this.
Right?
Look at this pathetic crew.
I was on the team that we were the first team to go 15-1 that don't make the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
Right.
Look at this pathetic crew. You got Tannenbaum. You got Damian Woody. Jet up!
See that RG3 joke he made recently?
I did see that. I did see that. But you know
What's up
what?
with that,
Maybe you can save that coming out because we got the damage is done, my friend. That's next. Everybody, Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, our show in the Miami Media School, giving you a chance to watch our show in studio and take part in the goosey shenanigans and sometimes sports talk. You guys can see how it all works. If you win, you also get a WQM swag bag. Enter now, go to WQM.com/contest and gain the skills, advantages, and insights you need to become a sports broadcaster. Visit beonair.com for more information. So we'd love to have one of you here in studio for a show. Watch it with us. But now it's time to get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend.
The damage is done, my friend.
Go around the room, say where the damage has been done. You guys get it already. You guys get it. I actually have I have a couple that I want to get to from the world of sports.
You can't use two.
All right, so I'm going to use one. You can use what we were talking about during the break if you want to, because I got another one. Hey, Vic, do you have the tweet that I sent you from our friend, our favorite Tua hater? So Ryan Clark, you guys aware of him?
Yeah.
Also co-host of The Pivot. Also does a show with Daniel Cormier. I always find that strange.
Fight show.
Seriously, he's there talking MMA, you know? Spans a lot of platforms. So Ryan Clark was watching Tua ball out this weekend.
You don't say.
Crazy. I guess Ryan Clark. And Ryan Clark, he put on Twitter, if you could throw this up there for our audience, JFig, Tua's freaking on one, bruh. That's what I like to say. Bruh. The step up in the pocket and the lefty on the run dialed in on the money. Man, this man told us that he did jujitsu. He ain't say that he'd been in the lab like this. Well, Ryan, actually, we have been aware that he's been in the lab like this. I don't know. Maybe you had a little thing called Instagram, Twitter, but you were sitting here making ass jokes about Tua. Don't act like you're president of the fan club now. The damage is done, my friend.
The damage is done, my friend.
You don't get to go out there. Oh, Tua, he's been in the lab. Nah, you said that he was in the strip club. That's what you said. Oh, I knew about the jiu-jitsu. I didn't know that he was out here working on his craft. Crazy. Anyway, that's my damage is done. What do you have, Leroy?
So I'm not going to use the one you think I'm going to use.
Oh, all right.
But I am going to go back. Because the more I think about it, you have a point with Jimbo. For a guy that says no excuses, we didn't play well, they outplayed us, they all did this, and then talk about the damn grass.
And he had a lot.
I don't know.
He had a lot of.
Maybe we should have had different spikes. I'm like, after the third or fourth slip, shouldn't you have like?
Oh, I get it. You make all the money Jimbo Fisher makes a lot of money.
$10 million a year.
A lot of money. He had the number one recruiting class 2 years ago, and he just got stomped by an unranked team. Now, maybe the Canes will end up being better, but Texas A&M was supposed to win that game in the eyes of quote-unquote experts, and now he's sitting here blaming landscaping.
The details in which he went in. I'm going to tell you. As long as I played on fields and I played on that's not even the worst. The wet new grass is not the worst. The worst is playing on the baseball field, right? Turf or not, you either got to trip over the zippers that they put the mound and stuff on, or the dirt in the grass. You can't tell what yardage marker you're on, where the sideline is, or anything like that. I get it. But when you get your butt kicked like that, the best thing to say is nothing.
I'm with you, dude.
Damage is done.
Damage is done.
JFig, what damage is done for you?
So Sunday, there was more than just football going on.
Mm-hmm.
There was promotional content in the most weirdest way
What
at
do you mean?
SoFi Stadium. I am disturbed from what I saw, and I'm not a big fan of these kind of things. But
Okay.
but look what was spotted.
All right.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I was very shocked.
AI is taking over, guys.
What do you mean? Like, so they had robot fans?
Look at the lady.
Robot
It is
AI
terrifying.
fans at the Chargers.
And the guy.
game.
I don't like that.
That's real.
I don't like it at
Yep,
all.
I don't like that.
And they were moving.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of this.
AI fans.
Like, I know that the Chargers are desperate for fans because the Dolphin fan took over. I don't like this.
You haven't seen a way
I thought that was
more precise.
What?
I thought that was the dude from first that was on the TV just now. The quarterback. What's his name?
RG3?
I thought it was RG3 with headphones on.
Dude.
Let's show that picture again.
You thought the
I was
AI?
trying to get the other one.
You
One
thought
second.
the
There
AI
you go.
picture was?
Look.
Hmm.
I thought those were headphones. I didn't know that was.
What is it? Like, so these things are moving during the game?
They were moving. They were
I don't like
doing
this.
the facial expressions, everything. And you know
So
how
wait,
I
did
am
they
with
get up and
technology.
walk?
They did. They walked around. They ordered beers.
What?
They didn't drink them though.
Okay.
Just order them.
I don't like this.
Got to spend money if you're. Gonna
Why
go
do
to
we, once we got to the robo vacuum,
Yeah.
that's all we needed.
I
We
know,
don't
dude.
need more robots.
No.
You got this all wrong though. Have you ever seen a more synchronized wave than all AI fans? It really is perfect.
I can live without it, to be honest.
Where's the other picture, JFig?
Wait a minute.
Now I'm freaked out.
I got it lost.
Freaked out. Now you got us all spooked.
I don't like this. There's going to be a
Come
takeover
on.
here at some point.
You guys are constantly talking about we need to incorporate technology
I
into
have never
refereeing.
once.
Let's get technology into fandom.
I would like an umpire to take over the strike zone, especially instead of Angel Hernandez. But for this, this we don't need. We don't need this.
Just a couple robots.
I'm getting very bothered that whenever I save it, it disappears.
You know what? They don't want you to know.
Oh, they're hiding their
They don't want you to know, JFig. They don't want you to know. Marcos, what do you got for damages done today?
My damages done is not as scary as robots attending games, but it instead is a little hilarious. You guys were talking about it on break, and I decided to steal it myself.
Go for it.
Shannon Sharpe. He can't help himself, dude. You know, he recently joined First Take.
Yep.
And
what's he, 2 weeks in now? 3 weeks in now?
I'd say like
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
July.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Remember July 4th?
It was
Yeah.
late. Well, it was
July
September
4th.
4th.
I mean,
September 4th.
Labor Day.
September 4th.
Like I said, he's been doing
Labor
it for
Day.
a little over a week.
Yeah.
This is him saying skip yet again and getting very angry at himself.
Agree with everything you just said, and he needs to stay his ass off social media because here's the thing, Skip.
Steve, bang! It's all right. It's okay, my man. It's all right. 7 years, bro. It's okay. Don't listen. Don't worry about the troll. Steve,
Don't
we
break
good.
that bracelet, though. That's what I'm more concerned about.
Stephen A. It's all right, baby.
It's nice of Stephen A. Don't worry about the trolls, but it is like he's just got. It's
angry.
He's very mad at himself because you want to know why? Because he cares about this. He's a professional broadcaster, and he had a very public breakup with Skip Bayless. Like he got out of his contract. Got out of his contract to leave Skip Bayless. He was tired of Skip Bayless, and Skip Bayless still weighs on his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the fact that Skip hasn't said Shannon once.
Oh, not
it's
once.
Like, oh,
he'll never
God.
say it.
He'll never say
He'll
it.
never say
I
it.
don't know if he said it before, actually. I don't know if I ever heard him say Shannon. So yeah, unfortunately,
He
my
really
damages,
like. Listen, it's gonna. I think it's gonna take a little bit, but I bet you he's going through Stephen A.
he's practicing in the mirror.
And so when he slips a skip in there, he pounds the table. He is upset.
Damage is done.
Agree with everything you just said, and he needs to stay his ass off social media because here's the thing, Skip.
Steve, bang! It's all right.
Why does he say hairs? Hairs.
Oh man,
Guys, I found it.
Oh my God, I don't like this.
I would not.
Wait, look at
I
that
would
guy
get a
staring.
refund. I would get a refund.
Here's what freaks me out is I like that they've kept the ears open to just make it clear they're robots because if they weren't, you wouldn't know.
So they're promoting the new movie called The Creator, which
Great.
is exactly how I feel about AI.
So is it the same as Westworld?
I've never seen Westworld. Sorry.
You haven't seen Westworld?
It's really weird. Twist, and it's honestly only got one good season.
Oh, hear that, Westy? You're washed. Sorry.
That's where the first time we saw Tessa Thompson.
Oh,
is it?
Yeah, she was on it.
Any relation to Clay? Hater.
No, she's English, dude.
Oh, all right. Just making sure.
Al Macco says it's just easy to say skip though. He's right. It's like he's just used to it being part of his vernacular to argue. You know, that's how,
anytime he was arguing, it was Skip.
Then of course you have one guy who's just like, Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
I don't like that, dude.
Okay.
Listen, it was a dark time. I'm not that same guy anymore who leaned on
Really?
Skip Bayless.
Can I just say this?
Who left?
Wait.
Who left Leroy
You
in
left
Vegas?
me in Vegas.
I didn't leave
by
you.
myself.
I thought you were going to golf.
No,
He asked you what you were gonna do, and you disappeared.
I thought you were going to golf.
no.
I went to go see Skip Bayless, my warming light in a time of petty. He was the only guy sticking up for the Heat.
Really?
I'm not proud of it.
You don't.
Hi, Brendan. This is Skip Bayless.
So creepy.
I want to hear.
I don't
happy
think
birthday.
that's a fair shot.
Is
either.
Like,
happy birthday.
can I just say this? When you piss everybody off that you do a show with, it's not everybody else.
That's totally fair.
I mean, every co-host, every
He doesn't have anybody except Lil Wayne for some reason.
That's because Lil Wayne is. He smoked like just a whole pound and then go in there. Don't matter.
We'll take a quick break. If you guys are just tuning in, obviously the big news, Aaron Rodgers confirmed he has suffered a torn Achilles. His season is over. His career may be over. The Jets fans are in mourning. Dolphins?
The Jets, you got 4 plays. All that trash you've been talking all summer. 4 plays. No,
It's tough to laugh
I don't
at
want
it.
to wait. I'm not going to
We're
listen.
not laughing
I'm
at
not
Aaron
going to
Rodgers.
laugh. I'm not laughing at
I'll
you.
laugh at the Jets fans.
Wait, I'm not laughing at Aaron Rodgers or that your quarterback's hurt, but I am laughing at your circumstances.
I'm not laughing at the fact that you guys hyped up all offseason. This guy was going to save your franchise and lead you to the Super Bowl.
It's just one guy.
I'm not going to laugh at that.
You're not laughing at Vlad?
But you can see, but I think if one were to laugh, I think you could see the hilarity in it. I'm not going to do that because it's bad karma.
Or if the shoe was on the other foot, would they be laughing?
I don't want bad karma coming back on Tua. I'm enjoying Tua very much, so I'm not going to laugh at that. But one could see the humor in the Jets fans' misery just when you let your guard down a little bit with hope, and this comes and springs and gets you. But I will say to the Dolphins, this does bring up an important thing for them. That's next.
Previously.
Hi, Brendan. This is Skip Bayless, the real Skip Bayless, wishing you a happy birthday. Any friend of Joy Taylor's is a friend of mine. I appreciate your support. I hope you have a great birthday, and I do appreciate you hanging in there with me all these years.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Leroy. Leroy.
Always disappointed.
What happened? What?
She got me all excited for some of that strong coffee that she had before.
Yeah.
She don't have the little bonus packets. You can't just dump one of those coffee Bustellas in there.
We got we got
in
the
pods. I mean, I can try, but
we got the grounds here too.
We do.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Well,
I'll take a trip during the break. I'll show you.
Okay.
And just add. I'm gonna save it.
I can make you some rocket fuel if you want, dude.
No, I just need a little pick me up added to this. Let me see.
All right. Hey, can you give us a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Are you? Oh,
all right.
Are you checking?
All right. Hold on. Uh-oh. Show you how to do this weather, young lad.
I get so thrown off when you do that.
It's partly cloudy. Winds are light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Out of the east, as I see a plane taking off from right to left, so it's going from west to east. However, I'm trying to see if he's circling or is he taking off. I think he's circling, so the winds are coming out of the east. And I'm guessing the temperature got to be right around 90 degrees, 89, 90 degrees. Hold on, wait.
Is that rain?
Hold on.
Making up weather with sound effects.
Just throwing sound effects in at this point.
Hold on.
Give me some thunder.
It's raining somewhere.
No. I'm looking at this plane. This plane is going right to left, but he's messing with me because I think he's circling.
He's messing specifically with you. He goes, Leroy's not going to figure the weather out today.
And he's hiding behind the building.
Stop making fake weather.
Oh, no, it is taking off. There it is. No, look. See the plane?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's going up.
Paying attention.
So the wind's coming out of the east.
There you go.
Come on.
He's a golfer.
Come on. JFig, I think this might be good.
You like it?
Yeah, my tongue was a little numb, so it's working.
Okay, cool.
Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Hold on. What happened? I lost my screen.
Just say we know trucks.
But I got to do it right. We know trucks.
Miami Dolphins, they are off today. They'll be back on the practice field tomorrow, getting ready for Sunday Night Football. Mike McDaniel, though, he was explaining his decision. Wheelbarrow Mike was back. If you don't remember Wheelbarrow Mike, guy's got onions so big, according to Tyreek Hill, he needs a wheelbarrow to carry him around. And during week 1, he decided, you know what? I'm not going to let the Chargers get away with giving us some clock. I'm going to get some points out of this. Here was Mike McDaniel's decision to go for the points at the end of the first half.
I should have been more prepared.
Oh,
I was checking
Mike
on Vlad.
McDaniel.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Listen,
Here he was
Vlad,
doing
you can
fake
check on Vlad all you
weather.
want. We'll talk about his season, which has crumbled to an end already prematurely. But first, we talk about the greatest game of the weekend, which was the Miami Dolphins, of course, outgunning the Chargers. And do you have Mike McDaniel? Yeah, dude.
I think it's important that you play to that you constantly evolve as a coach and a play caller. And at that point in time, thought that our guys would block them well enough to pump the ball down the field and see if our playmakers could do something with it. There'd been a good amount of plays made by the skill positions in the first half, and so shame on me if I just mail it in. So it was great execution by a lot of people on those plays, and good job about Waddle running fast and getting out of bounds, and then good job with Eric putting enough stress on the defense that they had to hit him before the ball got there.
Now,
what are you doing?
Let me explain to you what's amazing about that. He made one of the best athletes in the league just seem nominal. Thank you for running fast.
That's right.
Right? Like, no, that's not.
Thank you for doing that Jalen Waddle thing that you do.
Yeah. Like, he just kind of dismissed this guy's abilities.
Jalen Waddle, you do really fast things, and then you do the penguin dance.
Right.
That's what you do.
We haven't seen it yet.
I know.
It's only
Good game by Jalen Waddle. Good game. And not Tyreek Hill.
I mean,
But maybe this week is going to be Jalen
but
Waddle.
I will say this is that be careful with that. Here's why. Jalen Waddle never goes down the field. He's always crossing underneath the guy that Tyreek Hill's clearing out. And so the balls that they catch are totally different. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You've never seen Jalen Waddle catch a deep ball.
He usually is. He's usually
crossing
over and running away from everybody.
Right. But that's just his thing. So,
That's
if
what
I'm
Mike
game,
McDaniel said.
Huh?
That's what Mike McDaniel said. Be fast, get out of bounds. Be fast, go down the field.
But it's like he's made something that is extraordinary, nominal, like average. By just saying it like that, like that's no small feat. What these two guys do on the football field, and he just kind of nonchalantly, we see that every day.
Here is Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert with a lot of praise for his quarterback yesterday, and happy with
Look at it.
What?
He threw 466 yards. Duh.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to hear it?
Sure. We can hear.
Host it with the Mostert.
He has that mindset of going out there and getting it, and being dominant. He's a guy that puts a lot on his shoulders, but at the same time he can handle it. And so you see what he's doing out there, and it's just amazing. I mean, to go from year 1 to year 2 in the way that he's doing it. He had a good start at the beginning of the year last year, but I mean, yesterday was an even better start. So you can only grow from there, whether that be, in the pass game, in the run game. He's going to do what he has to do, and he's going to make the right calls, and we believe in him. So,
yeah, you should. He's good. We believe in you too, Raheem. We never wanted anybody else, dude. Never want Dalvin Cook yesterday.
Hey, question: who should feel worse, the Jets fans, or the Jets O-line?
Oh, that O-line was so bad.
So bad.
That O-line was so bad.
So bad.
So bad.
You think Zach Wilson will say, "See what I had to deal with?
Not my fault." By the way, Raheem Mostert also given some praise to his O-line, which was really good. Here's Mostert.
Look at what happened yesterday. We put up a stat just a few minutes ago. Frank did about there was between 2 players on that defensive line. There were 7 Pro Bowls, and a guy that's won, been a sack leader in the league and stuff like that. And we didn't give up 1 sack. I mean, that just tells you the growth that this line has, and to be able to go out there and just to dominate and to, move the line of scrimmage and to be able to protect, and then it just reflects on what Tua can do in the pocket. Everything's clicking, but there's always going to be some work to be done to improve, and it's just, man, I'm excited. That's very compelling that happened yesterday, and more so, you're just ready to roll for the rest of the season.
Like that.
Very impressive. Very impressive that, and I kind of said something about that before the season started. Like, I don't hear the coach or the organization having a problem with the O-line. So there must be something we don't know.
There was a lot of great play from them. Austin Jackson, who
say that one more time. Austin Jackson.
Yep.
We didn't.
No, I mean, look, it was unfortunate with him last year. Like he got hurt and had about it, so we didn't really get to see what he was. But he came in. It's a big year. He didn't have his 5th-year option picked up, first round pick. So he's got a lot to play for
what
this
I'm
year.
looking at?
Didn't I just see a right tackle got $50 million guaranteed?
Here's the problem. You ready for this? The Dolphins are going to have like 4 of these guys that are. We're talking about Tua.
Yep.
Waddle.
Yep.
Wilkins.
Yep.
Austin Jackson.
Yep. And then the years after that, probably Jalen Phillips and Javon Holland.
Right.
A lot of money. But you know what?
So
Hopefully,
I'm just trying to. Here's what's gonna. I hate to say this. There's a couple of defensive guys that we are, that ain't gonna be there.
Well, listen. Right now, here Joe Rose says, and I think it's right. Worry about the salary cap when we get to it. Let's just enjoy the season.
True.
This season right now is
true. Which I told you, that's one of my biggest regrets in sports.
This is shaping up. This could be. I mean, look, especially with yesterday, is what it is.
About them anyway.
But even if at their best case scenario, now they got Zach Wilson. This is worst case scenario for them. And then same thing with the Bills. Like everybody's like looking at them 13-3. Oh, I'm going to play different. This guy, can you play Josh Allen again? How disgusted he was with himself, Marcos? Because he was like, same bleep, different year. I'm like, whoa, this guy.
Josh, the 4 turnovers, was that something that they did, or is that just you maybe forcing the ball, trying to force the ball in a little bit?
Yeah, trying to force the ball. Yeah, same same place, different day.
You probably need a little more bass in that, right?
Get it together, dude.
If you're gonna be sad with a deeper voice.
I have the new odds actually.
We already saw them. They went from like 18-1 to 35-1.
Who did?
The Jets.
Oh, I was actually gonna go AFC Ace odds. This is from Armando Salguero. He says he gets these odds from FanDuel. Dolphins, who were going into week 1, I believe they were plus 300, and they were third longest odds to win the division.
Minus 100.
Now they are plus 140, the favorite.
Plus 140.
Bills are plus 145. That's plus 550. Still the Patriots at plus 900. That's a slap in the face, Mac Jones. That's a slap in the face, Mac. Woo-hoo! Wow. I got to tell you, I'm sorry, but like there's no way you could put the Jets ahead of the Patriots right now. I'm sorry. No way. No way.
Well, they're putting them there because of their defense.
I get it.
And regardless, and wait,
that quarterback is so bad.
Regardless of what you think about the quarterback, they were able to take a pretty good offense, and which has been a pretty good offense the last 2 or 3 years, and make them look average.
Did they do that though, or did the quarterback do that?
However you want to explain it. However you want to
look. Props to them because, like, look, one of the big knocks on them coming into this is that defense beat a lot of bad quarterbacks. They didn't beat a bad quarterback. They beat a good. Josh Allen is good. Is he elite?
I'm telling you now. No.
He ain't doing.
At the end of this year, here's what they'll be talking about. You need to rearrange the power rankings of quarterback in the AFC East.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, is Josh Allen, no, Josh Allen's who he's always been. Brian Daboll is what is not there. You see what I mean? We all lose track of these things, that when these defensive coordinators or offensive coordinators go get head coaching jobs, what they leave behind in that relationship and how they knew how to handle the weapons they had on that team, they think that just carries over to the next guy.
You think they FaceTime each other like, I miss you. No, I miss you. But I have Daniel Jones and I scored 0 points. It's okay, Brian. I threw 3 interceptions like a bomb.
That's crazy, right? One of them has 0 points. But he goes, man, I appreciate Daboll's going. They on FaceTime?
Yeah.
I miss you, man. Yeah, I miss you too. You see those 3 picks and I want to turnover I had? Yeah, it didn't look so good. Did you see I had Damian Jones that couldn't score a point? Yeah, we'll talk next week. Bye. Love you.
Kisses.
Not to kiss. You know what I'm saying? But they ran together. So they both but here, I ask you a question. Who you think turns it around the quickest? The Giants or Buffalo? I'm willing to say Buffalo because they got a better defense. They got a better defense. So even if their quarterback ends up having a bad year,
I don't think Buffalo will be a disaster this year. I don't think they'll be a disaster, but that quarterback has a huge flaw, and I just don't know how you can trust him taking you all the way.
It's the same flaw he had when he got into the league.
Man,
certain aspects of a quarterback don't change. If you've been playing a position for 15 years of your life, right, and you're known as a non-accurate quarterback, it doesn't just all. Why in the hell? And I'll give you a perfect example of this. Why in the hell did Tim Tebow, after 20 years of playing quarterback, have to learn how to throw? You think he was just going to pick up on that?
I think that was the lowest SportsCenter ever was when they broke into Tim Tebow's throwing session.
Right.
Tim Tebow debuts a new throwing motion on SportsCenter.
Right.
Oh, no, I take it back. It's actually when SportsCenter broke in to watch Tim Tebow play for the St. Lucie Mets.
Oh, that was even worse. So yeah, there's just certain things certain skills that you have. For example, There ain't no point in my career was I ever going to be faster. Right? It's just not going to happen. So if I had the moniker when I came into the league, not that fast, it wasn't going to never change. When you have a quarterback that they've been deemed not an accurate passer, name one that became accurate.
Take a break. Back after this.
Uncensored.
Let's go!
Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experience amazing.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. We are streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. You guys can go follow us over there. Got to definitely check in with WEI this week and see what they're saying in the lead up to this Dolphins and Patriots game as they lost their opener to the Eagles. Not a very it's not like they were throttled. They had a valiant comeback for them, but Mac Jones still sucks. And hopefully the Dolphins can put it on him. I'm looking for Fangs to get this thing right because that was not a very impressive first week in the Vic Fangio era.
The Vic Fangio era?
The Fang, only Fangs.
I got to tell you.
Only Fangs was only able to dial it up for one good drive.
Let me tell you. By halftime, I was looking at the text, and I was out there in my jacuzzi dehydrating. And I was thinking, I mean, can we get a stop before I dehydrate myself? Right? Because here's what happened. I got all excited, right? Sitting in my jacuzzi, had my little favorite beverage, and they're not very strong. So I just put them in my little cooler, and I'm drinking them like soda. Well, they got me, and it was still hot. So now I'm seeing spots, and I'm like, man, that Fangs, he's terrible. What is going on here? Defensive guru, my ass. I'm out there saying this, so everybody's coming outside. What are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I said, I don't know. So, yeah, but then he turned around. But here's the thing. I literally thought this. They went into that game plan thinking this. We're not going to expose any of our secondary. We can get after them with the front four. That's what they thought.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. And
they
so,
have a good line, by the way, the Chargers. It's not like it's a bad line.
What ended up happening is you notice in certain situations, they tried to bring a little more pressure, and it got to him every time. But you can't do it every time because then they'll pick up on it.
Right.
And so so that's the conundrum you get caught in. Like, yeah, we can get to them, but if they figure out what we're doing, somebody's going to get exposed. Either Eli Apple or X, who was not covering anybody.
I just don't think this is one of those where I don't think the Dolphins fans are going to have a lot of patience for them learning a new system, learning what they got to do, because it's not like it's a young defense.
And plus yesterday the defense was fun to watch when they just put everybody up on the line of scrimmage and have at it. That was fun.
That was fun.
Now, a lot of people got exposed, and they picked the middle of the field apart. But I think, and here's the other thing you have to understand, that sometimes you have a game plan and you think how things will work, and they don't, right? And you have to adjust. But you have to figure out during the course of a game what adjustments you can make without exposing your guys. And sometimes that takes a minute. So you might be playing 2 or 3 series, with the same defense just to keep your guys comfortable. And so I just hope, I hope that was the case, that they thought, oh, maybe we can get there with the 4-man, and we couldn't, or we know our tight ends can, or our linebackers can do this, and they didn't do it. And so you got to make adjustments.
Apparently RG3 was on Jet Up today giving himself a pitch to be the quarterback. Everyone's going to try and say, like, this Zach Wilson, dude, you can imagine the disrespect, all these people thinking they're going to go out there and get these old men to replace you. You're the number 2 overall pick.
First of all, if it was up to everybody else, your ass would still be the quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers wouldn't even be on this team.
He was bad.
So you already earned what you're getting. That's not on anybody else. That's on Zach Wilson. So whatever he got coming to him, whatever people think of him, whatever people think, that's because what he's done on the field. Can't do nothing about that.
Tough day. Tough day for the Jets fans.
It's a tough day, but guess what?
Hard time.
You think Zach Wilson called somebody and say, hey, I got my job back.
Oh, definitely.
Right. And this is his 3rd year?
3rd year, yeah. 3rd year? Yeah, 3rd year.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Don't ask Peyton Manning about that, though.
Here's an interesting thought. What if he balls out and they get to the playoffs, right? Win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Then what you do with it? Because now you got to decide to pick up his 5th year.
What happens if a unicorn gallops into the studio? What happens if that AI?
The
takes over the
jackass
world?
will run out.
Aw.
Yeah, wait. By the way, that is creepy. The AI.
Oh,
Because I thought it was a man with headphones on.
I'm not a fan.
Hey, we don't know this guy well. Hey, Richie and Borsa, what's going on, man?
What's up? What's up, my man?
Hey,
What's going on? Listen,
nothing good
I'd
for
like
you,
to
dude.
talk a little about this. What do you mean? I'm not a Jet fan, my boy. I'm a Dolphins fan, bro.
Oh, okay, good.
Are
All
you
right.
crazy?
So wait, you're a Dolphin and a
Yeah,
Knicks
you better
fan?
have Brad. I'm a Knicks fan, Met fan, Dolphin fan. Okay,
strange. Okay.
that's it, baby.
So you're all
Here,
right.
let me ask you something. When Tua had those concussions,
Mm-hmm.
the Jet fans thought it was funny. They were
And the
throwing
Bills.
gang signs and
Yep.
look at your quarterback. So you think I feel sorry for Jet fans today? No, I don't. I hope they chop his goddamn leg off. Okay?
Wow.
Jeez. Amputation? It seems strong, Richie. He's
Jeez.
already got a torn ligament. You don't
I
have to
ain't
amputate
finished.
it.
I ain't finished. Listen, I'm tired of the Jet fans running their mouths. We're winning the Super Bowl. We're doing this. You ain't winning Ugat. Okay? You're going to be the third team in our division. The Dolphins will be the AFC champs. Bye-bye, Jet fans. You stinking Jet fans.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a very strange swerve.
Wait.
I was not expecting him to be an ally.
He came in hot.
That's way worse than you wishing Mike White no success.
It was a bit much.
Yeah, you like
But
yeah.
that's kind of weird when you have like a Knicks fan energy kind of infused.
Hey.
That's the other
Hey.
side of
I
it.
was
You know?
scared for
We
the
could
dumb
trade Mike
button.
White back.
Why would you help them?
Huh?
Why help them? Like, what would you do? Like, so you're saying, like, would you put the Jets in a better position for what, like a third round pick?
Clear. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Clear. Wait. You think Mike White? Oh my gosh.
Bleed them out, body. Keep
You-
supplies
like,
away.
Like, first of all, if they thought that much of him, he'd still be there.
The Jets?
Yeah.
They already put Aaron Rodgers. You couldn't get rid of the rookie with his money.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So
You know?
they probably got rid of him because they just didn't want their quarterback.
No, but if Chris Greer, if I'm get called and I could bail the Jets out with some level of QB relief, I'd be like, that's a shame. That's what I would do if I was a GM.
So basically, you're Nick Saban stepping over the guy having a seizure.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, even if it was ridiculous, like second round pick for Mike White, Chris, what do you
I'd give
say?
him up an heartbeat.
And be like, that's a shame. I got to talk to you. Talk to you later, Jets. 560, you're on the air. Hello.
J-E-T-S, stink, stink, stink. Woo!
Hey, man.
I gotta tell you,
A lot of people are loving.
you know what's
A lot of
amazing.
people are loving to kicking dirt on the Jets.
You know what's amazing? There is a lot of people that have been hiding underneath the sheets, waiting for an opportunity like this to pounce.
People, look, the Jets.
Now the Jets do it too.
The Jets coverage has been really annoying this offseason. It's been. It was a lot.
It has.
You
but
never
here's-
want to see a guy get hurt.
You want to
but
know
it
what my
was
tipping
like-
point was? My tipping point. I'm gonna tell all you guys this. When the guy who had been through an era where the quarterback before him said, I ain't here to coach up the young guy. When he was in and they brought in a new guy, I ain't here to coach up the new guy. And then you go to the Jets and say, you gonna coach up Zach Wilson? Right? That was my tipping point.
Fake mentor.
Yeah.
Mm.
Come on, dude.
All right.
Because did Zach look better?
No.
What did you
But
think?
I don't think it's his fault. That line sucks.
That line, and you know what? They've been saying that all off season.
They have been, but I didn't realize.
They said, I don't care who you got at quarterback. But you think you could get Tom Brady to come out of retirement with that offensive line?
To be honest with you, like that Jets line was so bad. If that didn't happen to Aaron Rodgers,
It was coming.
It was gonna something was gonna happen to him.
But it makes the Dolphins O-line last year look like Hall of Famers.
No, not wrong.
I mean, because we sitting here complaining about, but I told you, there's a lot of teams that have those same problems.
All right, we gotta take a break. We come back.
What happened?
This could be something.
No, I don't want to play
I've been waiting
this
for
game.
this.
Could be
Hate this
nothing.
game.
Could be nothing.
Because it's always nothing. You have never, ever brought something to the table. Could be something, could be nothing. That was something. Never.
Nothing.
It's always nothing.
Why would they do that?
Always nothing.
Maybe this will be the time the streak ends.
Don't. I'm telling you, it's never been something.
Back after this.
What is the object of this? Could be something, could be nothing.
Why would they do that?
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. All right. I know you're going to accuse me of reaching on this, okay? I know how you are. But I think this might be the time the streak ends with could be something, could be nothing. I think you will think
you don't have a streak. Your streak sucks. It's over. You are over.
I think you're going to agree with this one.
All right.
Okay. So, are you familiar with Damian Lillard?
Of course.
We're on day, I think I saw 72.
What did I tell you? I said, don't bother me until, are we within a month of camp starting?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We are.
Okay. So
we are. And that's, this
I
is
will
what
allow
this is,
you,
this,
I will allow you to start having these conversations
Great.
because the ordeal I had to go through before, there's no pressure.
Okay.
There's no pressure yet. Now the pressure's going to start building.
Okay.
And I think I know where you're going with this. All right, let's go.
So Shams
this might be the first time. Hey, Marcos. Yep. The first time could be something or could be nothing gets a positive reaction out of me.
I don't know.
So
Go.
Shams was on the rally on Bally Sports yesterday, and he was discussing where things stand with Damian Lillard, which I found, by the way, yesterday a strange day for the NBA because the NBA kept trying to sneak in these stories like we were going to care. It's like, hey, dude, it's Monday after first NFL week. Even I need a break. Like they were like, yesterday, I had like 9 notifications. It was like, LeBron wants to play in the Olympics. I'm like,
Steph wants to play in the Olympics.
Great.
Right.
Then it was like, we're going to sharpen up the rules on star players. I'm like, dude, Tua just threw for 500. Like, I don't have time for this right now. And then yesterday, Shams is like, man, I really got to get him with something. I don't know. I don't know if that's what part of this is, but anyway, Shams was on the rally on Bally Sports, and he gave us an update on where things stand with Damian Lillard, and he says he believes business could pick up soon.
Expect Portland and Miami to re-engage before the start of training camps here coming up in the next 2.5 weeks. And really at this point, I'm told the only 2 training camps that Damian Lillard would report to, in theory, Portland and Miami. So if a team like Toronto, for instance, were to trade for a Damian Lillard, I do not believe Lillard would even report. I believe that standing trade request would still be there if he were to be traded to a team like Toronto or anyone else really that wants to take a chance at this situation. And so I think teams around the league, ever since this trade request in early July, they've understood a guy like Damian Lillard at the age of 33 with $216 million left on his deal over the next 4 seasons, him joining their program and wanting a trade immediately is incredibly unideal. And so you look at this situation, the one thing you keep coming back to is Miami and Portland. Are they able to get a deal done or not? And the league has really been on pause since early July with a lot of the major moves. Everyone's been waiting on this, and we're still waiting to see what exactly happens with Damian Lillard, Portland, and potentially Miami.
All right.
So here's the problem here, right? Because Toronto may think they can do the same thing they did with Kawhi. Because remember, nobody thought Kawhi would show up. And they traded for him, and Kawhi said, yeah, I'm going. So Toronto might think they got it like that. It'd be foolish. Okay. But they don't know. It's gonna be one of these teams that think our situation is good enough that he'll report. Because that's what happened to Kawhi Leonard.
It's interesting because it's from the standpoint of, Kawhi did put out his list, and Kawhi obviously the thing that was interesting with the Kawhi thing is nobody ever got to hear from Kawhi because like Kawhi was a man of mystery.
Still doesn't talk.
And he also was on the last. That's where we learned in Toronto. He had a weird laugh. But the other thing that's interesting about it is that he was on the last year of his deal. Obviously, Damian Lillard, as he said, $200 million left on his deal. He's 33 years old. So you don't want to trade for a guy who's got that much money on the books and it doesn't work out or something happens and then you're sunk. But it is interesting that he puts that out there that Damian Lillard will only report to 2 camps, Miami or Portland. But yeah, as far as timeline's concerned, we are
2.5 weeks. 2.5
weeks. Media day for the Heat is on the
October
2nd. So I don't know. I mean, I think the thing that's going to be interesting about this, it really from Miami's perspective is if really nobody has entered the race, and nobody's really done offers. Because what everybody's been saying this entire summer is nothing's really happened. Like Portland hasn't really engaged with talks in Miami. They and no other team is really offering anything. People threw out theories of Boston, that Boston was getting in the game. Boston's not going to get in the game. They paid Jaylen Brown.
He is not going to Boston.
Nobody
Why
wants to
do
go to
they
Boston.
think?
Well, it's because they're a bunch of snitches
The
out there.
hold on. Let's be clear. The only black people that go to Boston are drafted there, very rarely traded there. This is not
Garnett didn't want to go.
Right. Like, I mean, stop.
Y'all
ain't got it like that. Stop acting like you do.
But the thing that's gonna be interesting with Miami is, okay, let's say Cronin does pick up the phone and wants to negotiate finally.
Uh-huh.
I wonder how those talks are going to go for Miami, because are they going to go from this perspective of, hey, we're not going to give you everything for him? Or are they going to try and give him the final offer, like, hey, let's make a deal. You get the 2 young guys. We have the picks because we moved Tyler Herro. Or does Miami now feel that they're in this position where it's like, hey, we're going to give you one of our young guys and 2 picks, take it or leave it? Like, I'm curious to see how that goes, and if that does slow things up, or if the Blazers got to eat it.
Here's what I think. I think the Heat are going to try and be politically correct with this,
as generous as possible, without being reckless.
You're not gonna, just give them what they want, but you're not gonna give them a take it or leave it, right? You're gonna try to work it out to give the impression, even though this is all you're gonna do. You don't want to give anybody an ultimatum in this situation, right? The Portland shouldn't do it to the Heat, and the Heat shouldn't do it to Portland. So they're going to go back and forth a little bit. But the fact of the matter is, know this: Dame is not reporting to anywhere but there or here. And if he reports to you, it's going to be a problem.
Oh, it's going to be a stink.
Right. So just
because here's the thing: they can't do the thing anymore where it's like, hey, don't talk about this, because
it's too close.
You're with reporters every day. How are you going to do that?
I think to make it worse is that when camp starts, Cronin is going to have to answer a lot of these questions.
For sure.
The coach is going to have to answer
Chauncey Billups going to have to answer questions. Yep.
Chauncey Billups is going to have to answer a lot of these questions. The players. And that's the deterrent that is probably going to facilitate this more than anything, because if Pat Riley or Cronin or jibber jabbing through the media or whatever, nobody cares about that. But when it starts affecting all of the other people, when it starts affecting Spo, when you start asking Jimmy, when you start asking Bam, when you keep asking questions of Tyler, and then you go on the other side with Portland, right? I mean, you bring in, what's his name? Snoop? What's his name? Scoot
Henderson, yeah.
Scoot, the guy ain't even been an NBA player yet, and his first questions to ask when he get into camp is, what do you think about the Damian Lillard thing? That is going to start affecting everybody to make a move. So while I don't think it's ideal, especially for Portland, right?
I think Miami has harbored themselves in a place right now where I think everybody's good. I mean, look, we've seen
right. Like the thing that the FIBA World Cup did is it might have made them say, you know what? You either trade him or you don't. We don't care. We know this is the only place he wants to go. We like him, but guess what? Look at our team and look at your team. We're good.
Yeah, you guys are rebuilding. We're good. And the only thing that they probably had to deal with a sensitive issue was Tyler. It kind of feels like Tyler has been back, working with coaching staff, doing all this.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. That doesn't mean anything.
Well,
Why do you do that?
This could be something.
No,
this could be something.
You wait. I already gave you one. Don't go back. You're going to try to get 2 in, and this is your first one you ever got through. I'm telling you now, this could be something.
Yes.
Right? No. I'm telling you now, you're one forever. One and forever. And you're going to try to get 2 in one day?
On Tyler Herro's Instagram.
Oh,
Wait, do you have
you
time
can't
for
help
this?
yourself.
Do you have time for this?
Oh, I have time. I have time. I'll make time.
You can't help yourself.
On Tyler Herro's Instagram yesterday, he posted some video. I got some screenshots here of his Miami Heat jersey. Now, why would he do that?
Because it could also say everything must go.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say it's a clearance sale. Why would I put up a clearance sale?
All it needs is one sticker, dude. I'm just saying.
Man.
Like, that means nothing.
Just like that, huh?
But you know what?
They got
Above
it up in a
this
Heat
jersey,
store with
you do
no
not
people
see the
around.
sign.
I don't see it.
It's no games. It's no nothing yet.
You think Tyler
So
Hero's
what?
at a local TJ Maxx?
No, that's where they'll go if he gets traded. You know you're gonna be able to get that Tyler Hero at TJ Maxx or Bloomington.
Well,
Was it
tags
Bloomington's?
Nike basketball, so
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Oh, that might be a Nike. The Nike.
maybe.
Right.
So maybe he was
So,
perusing the
do
Nike
you think
store.
this is? No, it can't be.
That might be the AI guy that we just saw at the.
Why would
baseball
they do
game.
that?
So do you think I have 2? 2 for 2?
No,
You think this is nothing?
this is nothing.
Could be something.
Because he took a picture of his jersey.
Could be nothing.
But if you were salty
Dude,
at the
I just,
Heat,
I
if you were
just made my daughter the happiest I've ever seen her in her life.
You got a Tyler Hero jersey?
No, I was cleaning out my closet, right? And I came across the Heat jerseys that we got.
Oh.
So I gave it to her. I'm not going to wear this, right? Dad, thank you. And so then I'm like, well, all right, here. So I gave her an orange Browns jersey. Like, I'm like, why are you this excited?
She got excited about the Browns jersey too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll
so
take a jersey if you're giving
she's
out
got
jerseys. Then
Huh?
I'll take a jersey.
She's got, you got a Vikings one? Like, come on.
Do you think this
The
is
kids
in
love the
Lincoln,
throwbacks and the
Lincoln
vintage.
Road?
Huh?
Do you think this is Lincoln Road?
Oh, the Nike store on Lincoln Road.
That's what I'm saying.
Good point.
This is not at the arena.
Right.
There's no parking lot outside the arena. So
Well,
maybe he was in the mall or something.
We know that he'd only be looking for a new job if it was LinkedIn Road.
-1.
See? See?
Quickly.
See why we can't give you
-1.
nothing?
Quickly.
For show
You
ponies.
can't, you don't like good stuff. You don't like good stuff. You ruined it. You're like the
Tobin's
kids.
a
Every
show
time,
pony.
what your parents say, every time I get you good stuff, you ruin
Mind
it.
you, he's also going against what he just said.
Right,
It could be
I know.
something.
I know. What's wrong with you? Why?
Well, I never say if something
Wait,
is something.
hold
JFig.
on.
See, that's
Please.
not fair.
Well, no,
that
that's not
grin
fair.
that you had
That's
when
not
you
fair.
were announcing
That's
it,
not fair.
Hold
that
on.
was
That's the whole
definitely
point of the
something
game.
in your
No,
eyes.
no, no.
Come
Hold
on.
on. I knew this was going to happen because you can't stand prosperity. I said, this is going to be the first time ever I'm going to say it could be something. And guess what he does immediately? Well, if I then maybe this.
Wait a minute.
You just
What do
keep
you mean
going.
I can't say it?
You're the guy.
So wait. You think
You are the guy that literally sits at the poker table, and no matter how much you up, you keep going till you lose everything. That's you. You can never leave. You see me play. You see we sat down and we drank.
I want to hear you say
and we
that
had a good time in
perfectly.
Vegas. And you know when I leave, I say, you know what? I'm tired of playing. Let's go. Right? That's it.
Shmi the Chmolik says that Tobin lives on Lechon Road. Back up to this. Welcome back, everybody.
Isn't this the middle of that song?
Yeah,
This is Drake, right?
No, this is Travis Scott.
No,
Bro, did you see? Speaking
isn't
of
Drake in it?
Yeah, he's in the song.
Okay.
Drake, bet $500,000 on Izzy
Izzy.
Adesanya.
Yeah.
Which, what are you winning on that bet? You know, he was
He likes betting.
No.
minus 700.
Minus 700. So he ain't even winning 50,000, like 70,000.
So American Top Team tweeted out yesterday. Of course, owned by our boy Dan Lambert. Hates Michigan. Loves college football though. Loves the Hurricanes. They said, "Dear Drake, please don't bet on any one of our fighters. Love American Top Team."
Okay.
We can't blame him.
That's a mush.
He's a mush.
He's a mush.
So every time he's bet on one of them, they lost, right?
Not every time, but you know, Jake's reputation of being the mush precedes him. He's been there so many times. What does that mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
he's been the mush.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me.
You should know.
What do you mean?
Game recognized game.
Listen, we're gonna be at the Panthers next week, dude. You better not mention
You know what? That's exactly why I should be there, to make sure things don't go wrong.
No, because he has a tendency to say, "Good point." Oh, look at the pretty flowers over here, Leroy. And then Bob will, a whole interview with Bob will go by. Because you know we get Bob, right?
that. Oh, got to. That's our guy.
That's our guy.
And I want him in this
Focus.
interview to be focused.
Okay.
Focused. Focused.
Nice. So next week, Panthers, what is it like?
Media day.
Media day.
Media day.
Nice.
I'm all set, by the way.
Yes.
Oh,
all right. Perfect.
Perfect.
Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Dolphins will
I
be
am
back on the
so hungry.
practice field tomorrow. Dolphins now the odds-on favorite to win the AFC East after, of course, the Aaron
You know
Rodgers
what?
injury.
I'm not going one way or the other after week 1, right?
No overreaction for Leroy Horde.
No, it's 1 week, dude. Just like, look, after 4 plays, something happened. He had an injury in camp with the cornerback. It can happen. It happens. Sometimes, like, look at what happened to San Francisco. They used, 4 quarterbacks last year?
Sure did.
And still made it to the NFC Championship game. And who would have thought that the guy that would end up leading them this year is Brock Purdy?
Crazy.
Right. So, no, do I like where this team is? Do I think, if I would have to say one area of concern, I don't think it's the defensive players. I think it's what they're trying to do defensively. And they kind of did some other things during the course of the game. So I'm not really worried about that. It was a nice mix of run and pass. They had some success in both, right? So they could not, it wasn't all pass. And kudos to the offensive line. And I'm going to apologize to the Miami Dolphins, as should we all, because they were the only ones not panicking about the offensive line.
True.
So, and I've always said, maybe they know something that we don't. But other than that, man, it's one game. Things change during a 3-month season. Absolutely. So I like where the team is. I like the fact that I'm looking at everybody else and thinking our crap is together right now. That means that you can build a lead while they play catch up. And then if you have one of those situations or an untimely injury or something happens to one of your units or teams or whatever, you now do it with a lead and you have time to get it right.
Barry Jackson, he tweeted out yesterday that Miami at Temple is going to be a 3:30 kickoff on ESPN2.
That's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Not in 10 days after Thursday.
Yes.
So we got a game on Thursday against Bethune.
Yep.
I think you know why I quit going to Canes games? Because of the stupid band. I'm telling you, I quit going.
I know.
It's one of the
that's one of the season tickets.
I was, I've always wanted to experience college football and tailgates and stuff like that. So I would go tailgate with my buddy, go to the game. I want to see the halftime show. I never got to experience all these things when I played. And I'll be damned if the band's not facing the other way and I'm looking at asses. You know how ridiculous a band sounds facing the other way?
I'm sure bad.
And I called them. I called the Canes ticket office. Which way would a band be facing? I don't care how much the tickets cost. I want to be facing the band. Home field. Okay. Facing the other way. I said I'm done.
Well, Mario Cristobal, off the heels of this Texas A&M win, he was talking about playing time, and he said playing time is going to be earned no matter what. That's the key to all this.
Are some guys banged up? Maybe. We don't know yet. It's early, but are guys going to have to step in and play at a high level? Absolutely. Right. And I think the best opportunity about this week is that guys are continuing to earn or not earn opportunities to play. Right. Everybody wants to play, and we're playing a lot of guys. Not only freshmen at all levels. And, playing time around here is going to be earned. You got to be trusted. You can't negotiate yourself into playing more. You can't have people try to call for you and try to rationalize why you should play more. We don't do that. Playing time is earned and it's respected, and the film doesn't lie. And because of that, we keep competition very open and we push it.
Oh, wow. I like that. Now, he was also asked, will this game present opportunity for more guys to play? He didn't like the way this was going.
What you just said about players to earn playing time, but this game, I asked this in particular, would you like to get as many guys in as you can?
I would never answer a question like that. I think that's disrespectful to football and to other teams. We're looking forward to a great opportunity on Thursday.
Every time you take on a crappy cupcake, Coach has to act like you're not taking on a cupcake.
He does. We all know that they're here for the check.
They're here for the check.
We
dude.
all know that.
We're
And
here for
they're
reps.
here. And you know what? I would say this. If you get $1 million, 20% of that should go to the players.
Yeah,
Because they're the only ones that are getting hurt in this.
for sure.
You taking Bethune and have them go up against a ranked team? Or what about somebody played Monmouth?
Got to have Ed Reed on the sideline for this game, yeah?
Just troll them.
Just troll them.
You know what?
Goosies.
And I've had this argument all the time. Like, if we don't hold these institutions accountable, then we're actually aiding and abetting our youth and not teaching them or getting them to where they need to be. Right? It's like, it's as simple as that. Ed Reed was right, by the way. My son went there. He was 100% right. Everybody say, oh, you shouldn't have reacted like that. How? Because guess what? They got rid of him and they went back to status quo, and now you don't hear from it. So that means that nobody held him accountable.
Right.
So, okay, good. Nobody said nothing. Great. Go back to the way it was. Go back to your institution and the degree meaning nothing. Because it's not. Because keep in mind, Bethune is a Christian school. So half of the class you take are religious classes. So when you leave, in order to get a career, you got to go to a real school.
It's a lot, man. Because I went to Barry, which is a religious school, but you only had to take one in your entire time.
No, they were taking 2-3 classes.
That's crazy.
Right. So no, you get everybody. You know what you can do when you graduate from Bethune? Work at Bethune. That's it. If you want to do anything else, you got to go to another school. So good luck. Good luck to them. Keep doing what you're doing and see where that gets you.
At Barry University, you work here.
Which is just a step up. Really? You sure you want to
just letting them know?
All right.
Listen, we got some silly sauce flowing. By the way, if you do want to come here, speaking of schools, you want to come watch our show, we are giving you that chance. All you got to do, enter now at WQAM's contest page. Thanks to Miami Media School, we're giving you the chance to come watch the show in studio and take part of the Gooses and the shenanigans and everything that we got going on. Plus, you want a WQAM swag bag. Enter now at WQAM.com/contest, and you guys can gain the skills, advantages, and insights you need to become a sports broadcaster. Visit beonair.com for more information. Back up to this. update.
Me and you.
Tyler Herro.
Your
is on
mama and your cousin too.
Intangibles, dude.
Huh?
Intangibles, dude.
You don't even know who this is?
Oh, yeah. But Marcos, tell us.
No. You don't know who this
okay.
Nope. You don't know who this is?
I mean, you tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, dude. What do we got? Is there some news?
Oh, you said update. Something you said update about.
Oh, yeah, but that's typically our NFL update.
I just want to.
That's Mike McDaniel's baby.
Look at that. Hold on. So you see what happened? Update. Chris Jones gave up $3.5 million for his holdout. So no matter what he makes, he basically gonna end up with what he was gonna get anyway.
Yep. Not as bad as Aaron Rodgers allegedly giving up $35 million though for 4 plays.
Well, I mean, you're looking at this the wrong way, right? What about the Jets paying $35 million for 4 plays?
That's what you're okay, but still, he gave up it for nothing.
Oh, okay.
He's not gonna play again.
Okay, hold on.
Congratulations, Dalvin Cook. You got my money.
Hold on. You think a guy giving up $35 million, right, after making over $300 million in his career, is worse than a team paying $35 million for 1 year?
First of all,
but the cap, dude, you can't do nothing about it. You can't go get it. You can't go get another one.
Dude, if you're gonna ask me, do I feel bad for Woody Johnson with this?
No, I'm
stupid
not
chain
saying you
paying for
should
that?
feel bad.
No.
I'm saying what's worse? The guy who is still making 30 plus million and can't play, or the team that's paying him 30 million is not getting any of his services.
If you ask me, Aaron, why don't you have another $35 million? You're like, for no reason. I gave it up for a team that I didn't get to play for.
You know, but
at least the Jets have paid him for all that hype. You know what? They paid him all this money this year just for preseason hype.
you don't
Jersey
think it's
sales.
worse. It's worse because guess what? Aaron Rodgers is still gonna be rich as hell. But
So-
he
and so are the Jets.
okay, but no, here's the problem. No matter how much money you have a salary cap. That $35 million they paying Aaron Rodgers, they can't go get another player.
Yeah, but even if they had money, they couldn't go get another player. There's no players to go get. Who are they gonna get? Ryan Fitzpatrick? Like, who are they gonna get, dude? They're gonna be like the Dolphins to get Jay Cutler off the couch for
Name
$13
the
million?
quarterbacks that they were talking about.
Matt Ryan.
Newton,
Yeah,
Matt Ryan,
Wentz,
Carson Wentz. Who is one more? Oh,
Phillip Rivers, I think, was one of them.
no, it wasn't.
I think it was.
Phillip Rivers got 17 kids.
Andrew Luck
They
always,
didn't even-
always trends when there's a big injury.
No,
Let that man go
it was
live
it
his
Ryan
life.
Fitzpatrick? No, it wasn't Fitzpatrick.
No,
RG3.
RG3. No, RG3 pitched himself.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, have me in there. But no, that's Mike McDaniel's baby. We don't need Mike McDaniel's baby for an NFL update. But actually, could you hit it one more time? If you wouldn't mind, Marcos?
No, you said you don't want it. Now you don't get it.
Just give it to me, you rat bastard.
Wow. Fix it, dude.
Lashing out, dude.
Yeah, why are you
Sit here, you got you think you're gonna just get out of
You
your
think they're going to
responsibility?
be talking about Colin Kaepernick like 15 years from now? Like, so Colin Kaepernick's available.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
always going to throw his name. Josh Rosen.
Update. Josh Allen's still a bum. Back to you, Dad. No, here's my update.
What's
Okay.
your update? What's your update?
We're gonna mix it up coming up to end this thing off today. But Tyler Herro as a
You stop with this.
as a sequel to our Could Be Something, Could Be Nothing.
Oh,
Which originally was
something.
Some
this was
here at the
this-
Nike store.
No, this was no. What did one of them was something?
Yeah, well, one of the something was
No,
Damian.
the Damian
the
Lillard
something was
stuff.
Sham saying that the talks for Damian Lillard are gonna
Yes.
pick up.
But the Tyler Herro stuff
Yeah.
is nothing.
Yep.
Okay, and this is nothing.
Okay, so you said that was nothing. That was nothing in the shop because he's just showing his Heat jersey in the shop.
Right.
But Tyler Herro just posted on Instagram himself
Oh,
working out at the U in Heat gear.
Who's that he's working out with?
I have no idea.
He is
Looks
actually
like-
Why would they
on the
do that?
Looks
bottom.
like that's his
He
friend.
plays for the Heat as of right now.
Yeah, but don't forget this all summer started off with him erasing the Heat from his
How about this?
from his social media.
You want to hear the biggest fine that me and Steve Everett ever got?
What?
When we went
Was
to
it for
Baltimore?
socks?
No, we went to Baltimore.
Mhm.
We wore our Browns headband.
Oh, you guys were lashing out.
Yeah. And they lashed out at us.
Well, how much you get?
2,500
Jeez.
just for a headband.
Yeah. He's so he's in his Heat gear. Then you had him at the U working out in some Heat gear. You know, I'm telling you,
Dude, it's nothing.
What do you mean?
Oh my goodness.
I feel like
insufferable.
today is something.
Right?
Even with the Heat shirt?
You don't think it's noticeable,
Yes.
JFig? The day that Shams comes out with that report, Tyler Herro decides
Wait,
to
so you think
parade
he's
around.
responding to Shams' report?
Oh, definitely.
You think he's
I definitely think that. I definitely think that.
Marcos,
he's
is it
just
break
adding-
time? Because I'm telling you right now,
Tyler Herro's
this is too much.
Tyler Herro's a sly dog. He knows what he's doing.
No, that's you.
He's a savant.
Thinking what
Social
you
media
would
savant,
do
Tyler
if
Herro.
you were Tyler Herro.
He's been cryptic all this time
Yep.
for months.
Yep.
Okay. This
Yep.
is absolutely something. You didn't lose me, but I'm right here.
We've lost. She's gone.
Yeah.
That's all right.
We didn't lose JFig.
You
She's just
JFig.
spirit, Leroy.
I'm just.
We had a good run.
She just lives in a little place called Logicville.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! Because
Is that in Kendall?
Wait, it's something because he has a sweatshirt of the team that he's playing with.
Yeah, the team that
He
he's been
remained nameless all this time. Now look.
Yep. All this time, dude.
Can I just say this?
What?
You know, if Dame Lillard is here,
Yeah.
he's the first one out.
Tyler?
Yeah. You do know this, right?
I don't know.
No, you do know.
I don't know this.
You do know.
What if
Stop it.
What
The
if-
money has to match.
they could send Kyle Lowry?
Send both of them.
Lowry? That's like a lot of money. That's like way more than even Dame
But
makes.
Kyle Lowry is one more player. Wait, here's the thing. If you're rebuilding, you take a guy on his last year,
Mhm.
you take Tyler Herro, and then next year that money's gone.
Yeah, the Kyle Lowry numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how you clear up space
Mhm.
to rebuild. That's part of the plan, baby. That's how you do it. You can't just go even money and be stuck with the same
No, I
amount
agree
of
with
money.
that.
You gotta free up money.
I agree with that.
So
But Tyler Herro, I mean, in theory, could still be here.
let me get this straight. You imbecile.
Okay.
You think
For name calling.
that you're gonna bring $216 million of money here
Yeah.
and get rid of $3 million?
30.
Who's 30?
Kyle. 'Cause it's Swapski's. Trade machine,
So
baby.
so you think they're just gonna do it for just
Probably
Kyle?
got to throw dunks in there too to match it.
Dunks?
Yeah.
Who's gonna shoot threes?
Tyler.
Tyler don't shoot them as good as dunks.
Well, nobody shoots them as good as dunks, but he does shoot them very well. I mean, he's a
but
great shooter.
here he also plays the same position as.
It's an interesting fit.
And then here's the thing.
Could be
You're
out.
gonna move Tyler back to the bench? How you
No.
think that's gonna be? Right. So do you understand what you're saying? You've basically just explained why Tyler won't be here if they trade for Dame Lillard.
So
you explained it yourself.
I would say it's unlikely that he's going to
Oh
be
my
here,
God,
but
now-
not
now it's
impossible.
unlikely. He just don't want to say it, right?
I would say it's unlikely, but it's not impossible.
I'm ready to do the mixed bag because you are impossible.
No, you're impossible.
You can't even be honest
No,
with
it's
yourself.
like you
don't lie to yourself.
I'm not
You are
lying to
lying
myself. I
yourself.
just find it
You look at
interesting.
yourself in the mirror
I
and
just
say,
find it interesting that Tyler Herro, the day after Shams drops his Shams bomb, and well, it's more like a Shams firecracker, but like once he drops his Shams firecracker, then all of a sudden he's wearing Heat gear again.
So wait, let me get this straight. You're asking me if this is something or nothing while calling it a firecracker.
Shams was a firecracker.
Oh, but it's a bomb for you?
I'm not sure.
Exactly. It's nothing. Could be something, could be nothing. It's nothing.
I don't think it's nothing. Hard to say. It's hard to say.
Jennifer, soon as I agreed with his first thing, I told you what was going to happen. He was going to go rapid fire with a whole bunch of situations. Could be something, could be nothing. And I say, no, quit while you're ahead. He couldn't do
Technically,
it.
this happened during break.
Right.
It's not like he was fishing for
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like, thank you, Jennifer.
Whose side are you on?
I appreciate it.
I am on the side of justice.
She's on the side of justice. Winslow.
No, justice.
So wait, let me get this straight.
Hmm.
Because normally you only agree with people that agree with you. So if she would have said something
I
different,
mean,
you
last
would be
time I was
talking
a
to
judge,
Marcos.
he did not agree with me, but you know what? It's okay.
She's a woman of character.
I am.
She is a woman of character.
Mark that, Marcos, just in
Okay.
case he tries to.
Got it.
JFig is a woman of character.
That's because she agreed with you this time. Don't worry, it'll change, JFig. I'm telling you, this
I
guy.
agree with multiple people.
Yeah, I mean, listen, she's a bird murderer, that's for sure.
See, look,
But
there
a
he
but a
goes.
woman of character.
A woman
Lashing
of
out
character.
already.
It's okay. I have notes. Okay.
Mixed bag after this. All right, welcome back, everybody.
I just found out something that I'm a little shocked of.
What happened?
These two knuckleheads say they do not like carrot cake.
You like carrot cake?
Yes. Carrot cake is delicious. Here, let me
You don't
let me
like
see.
cake.
Let me rank my,
Say
let me rank my
delicious.
cakes. I'm not a big cake guy, right? But here's what happens. On my birthday every year, my daughter makes me a German chocolate cake.
Oh, that's good.
That is my favorite. It is the only time that I will eat ice cream because I love German cake that much.
Wow.
Right?
Mhm.
Guess what? I don't even like coconuts. Coconuts are in German chocolate cake. I don't care. It is delicious.
You want my top 3 cakes?
Hold on. We go German cake.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go red velvet. And then I'm gonna go carrot cake.
Wow. Top 3 cake, really?
Yeah, I can.
All right, I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go probably pound cake, huh?
No. All right, I go red velvet. I agree.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Cheesecake. Oh, that's
Cheesecake.
Good one.
Oh no,
Okay.
that doesn't count. That's
You know
pie.
Oh, it's a cake.
No, that's a
It's
cake,
cake.
dude.
Oh,
That's a
it's
cake, dude. That's a
That's a
cake.
I
cake.
love cheesecake.
That
Wait,
is
no.
a
No.
cake.
Hold on. Time out. Hold on. Time out. This needs to go up on the poll.
It's cheesecake.
Is cheesecake a pie or a cake?
It says it already.
No, you call it cheesecake, but it's pie.
Red velvet. Well, for now, it's for this argument's sake of the list.
Just because it says
it's on the-
cake.
It
Yeah.
goes red velvet.
Yep.
Cheesecake.
Mhm.
Kyle Lowry.
Okay. Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Look.
-1.
Wait. And Dave South was hip to your game. Because he goes,
Lowry.
Tobin's going to say Lowry's cake. What is wrong with you?
Look, I tell you.
Wow.
Hey, you know what?
He knows the show well.
I blame me. You know why?
You're inside my head,
Because
Dave South.
I didn't see where he goes, no Mrs. Met.
No, Mrs. Matt.
Oh, Mrs. Met.
Okay.
Who's a baseball with a ponytail?
Makes sense.
She got the cheeks.
What is wrong with
Let's mix it up, huh?
Please hurry.
Oh, my. The way he's talking about the studio's filled with chunky 52s.
What do we got, Marcos, today in the Marcos mixed bag?
Today in the mixed bag, speaking of cake, speaking of Kyle Lowry, got an insensitive joke here from RG3. Recently tried to hop on the bandwagon, I should say the fan wagon, of our resident Fanny loving, whatever, Kyle Lowry.
I can't wait to get in the thick of one of the greatest college football traditions in the world. I'm getting in the thick of it like Kyle Lowry. Let's go.
This RG3 thinks he's something, huh?
A little cutesy.
He is.
He's something.
He is relative. You know what? He is funny.
He's joining the way he's advertising for quarterback and talking about Kyle Lowry. I don't know, man. He's getting close to JJ Redick.
He also did say, Josh Allen, you better be you or you're going to end up sitting with me.
Did he say that yesterday?
Yeah. Or was it yesterday? Yesterday.
Said after the game?
Yeah.
What else is in the mixed bag, Marcos? That's
staying-
very rude. I don't like making jokes about Kyle Lowry, so -1.
Really? You just made him one of your favorite cakes.
-1.
Really?
That's my guy, Low Dog.
Till they trade him.
I was
Then you're going to love him because he got your name.
my guy with the UFC. I'm always like, hey, take care of my guy Kyle, huh?
Like, yeah, he'll take care of him. He don't do enough to get hurt.
What else you got, Marcos?
We are glad to have Kyle Lowry on our team for now. And Christian Wilkins is glad to have Tyreek Hill on his team.
He's definitely a pretty damn good football player. I'm glad he's on our side. Really, a lot of the guys on offense, they all stepped up and played pretty well. That damn number one was pretty solid too. And just guys just making plays left and right, and it was just fun to see. And like I said, it was just good that they're on our side and they had our backs even with the, everything going on. So that was definitely a lot of fun to watch and just to see guys, who put in a lot of work and who it means a lot to. And, an underdog like River Craycraft go out there and ball out, catch another touchdown. Just everybody is just good to see. Good to see the line step up and do their thing. A lot of respect for those guys on that side of the ball and what they did yesterday.
I like that from Christian Wilkins. You know what? Team guy.
Mm-hmm. I have a question.
Yeah.
cheesecake is not really cake, and it's not made of cheese. Totally suspect.
There's cream cheese. Does that count?
I don't like what you're doing, man. You know, like I just want to enjoy my cheesecake.
It's not a cake, though.
He's just mad because
we can do pies tomorrow.
It's not a pie.
A
It's
pie?
not a pie.
You consider it a pie?
Somebody please tell me what a cheesecake is.
That's
Is it a
egregious.
cake or a pie?
That's
No, 'cause
egregious.
at Cheesecake
really.
Factory.
You put it in the pie. You put it in the pie container.
No, Cheesecake Factory. No, Cheesecake Factory makes full cheesecakes. Okay, and second of all,
But wait,
no,
that doesn't count.
No.
Because they put cake. It used to be a big piece of cheesecake. Now they go cheesecake, cake, cheesecake.
Dude, I'm not gonna let you slander Cheesecake Factory like you do to every.
Cheesecake Factory used to get a whole piece of cheesecake. Now they break it up and split it up with cake.
All right,
They do.
they have a key lime pie cheesecake.
Oh, it's delicious.
That's not a double pie.
It's delicious.
I know.
Oh,
My
man.
favorite.
You like cheese? I'm
I
a big
love key
fan
lime
of
pie.
key lime cheesecake.
Yep.
But I don't like key lime pie because it's too mushy.
All right, dude.
But I like key lime cheesecake.
We're almost all the way there. Marcos, what else is in the mixed bag, dude?
In case you guys were wondering, Deion Sanders will get all of our mamas out of the hood.
I think one of the greatest gifts that God has blessed me with is the I said no ability to be able to recant the recruiting trip, recant the mother, recant the father, recant the sibling, that recant something that transpired that brought us together. So that small commonality, Dylan Edwards played for me when he was 4 to 6 years old. So I could just look at him and say something like, you know how we started this. You know how we gonna end this. It's with truth. And it's easy. I could look at Smoke, Kabasi Smoke and say, now, mama, try to get out the hood now. Let's go, baby. I need you to come on because we're going to rescue mama. That's what we're going to do. And that registers because it's those little intricate things about these young men that I love and that comprises them. Jimmy Horn, and Pop is incarcerated right now. And I just talked to Pop getting on the plane after the TCU game. And it was a beautiful moment that Pop trusted us with his son. Although he's incarcerated, he said, I want my son to be up under your guidance. And those little things, he said, you told me you was going to have his back and you took care of him. So seeing Jimmy Horn limping on the sideline, I said, all right, now, Pop don't play that. And he jumped right up. He said, I'm ready, Coach. I'm good. I just caught a little cramp. I'm straight. So those little details, Skip and Playmaker, that's what gets us to the next level.
There you go. Deion Sanders on Undisputed. Why did you point at me during that clip?
JFig Live.
What?
Cheesecake has a crust, which makes it a pie.
No.
Name another cake with
Your source is JFig Live on Twitch? I thought you were like reading from like a website or something like that.
Oh no, I can let me see. Go ahead. Hold on. What the hell? Let's go.
This guy.
Cheesecake is a hybrid between cake and pie, according to Google.
Ooh. It's not a hybrid. It's
Southern Living said it, so it must be correct.
Wouldn't you consider carrot cake having a crust on some points?
No,
I think it does.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't.
It's the crumblies.
Is pizza? Oh, pizza is pie. Pizza has crust. It has pie. I mean,
That's why they call it a pizza pie.
So damn. So is that what defines a pie? Just
Crust? Yes. No, carrot cake does not have a crust. You imbecile.
Are you sure?
Why don't you pay attention what you're stuffing in your pie hole every now and then?
Wow,
You just eat it.
This whole thing started by saying I don't eat carrot cake.
Stuff in your pie hole.
Hey, JFig Live. I went to college. Reliable source. Wait,
Culinary knowledge?
Wait.
Did you go to Johnson and Wales?
Can I just say this? That's hard because he went to Barry, right? So, like,
what does that mean?
Really?
I'm an honorable graduate. I threw out a first pitch.
That makes you honorable.
Wait, somebody really broke it down. Modern cheesecake is not usually classified as an actual cake, despite the name. Compared with Boston cream pie, some people classify it as a torte due to the usage of many eggs, which are the sole source of leavening. As a key factor, others find compelling evidence that it is a custard pie based on the overall structure with the separate crust, the soft filling, and the absence of flour. Other sorts I define as a flan or a tort.
Yeah, what is
Sir,
flan?
let me. Can I just say this?
Custard.
Hold on. Let me just say this. If you call my cheesecake a tart or flan again, we fighting.
What is it?
Cheesecake is nothing like those
But
things.
what is flan?
Flan is like,
No, I know it's custard, but like,
it's
what
like
is it
just
considered?
imagine like
Just a dessert? A
Imagine
delicacy?
like what do they call those pumpkin squares? Pumpkin squares that you get during
Pumpkin squares.
Yeah, you don't see the little pumpkin.
Heard of lemon squares.
No, they have pumpkin squares.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
go to Publix, dude. They have pumpkin squares. Okay, just imagine that thicker with no crust. That's what flan is. Flan is. I'm gonna just say this. I used to have a friend.
Careful.
I used to have a friend that come over every year. He come over. He bring flan. I'm like, dude, nobody eats
hey,
it.
Careful.
I'm just saying.
Even
Flan's
though
not my thing.
I don't like
angry,
it either.
dude.
I don't like flan either.
You're lashing out,
I
Leroy.
like flan.
Tart. I'm not a big fan of tart. Tart is too mushy.
Leroy, you said you didn't like salt earlier. I don't
I
even
don't.
know. Like, I feel like
Most of
you're
your
not
food
good.
already comes with salt.
He is the hungriest man I've met that doesn't seem to like anything, but
Anything,
yet
dude.
has a wide range of things that he likes. But he has a lot of things he doesn't like.
There's a
and
lot of options,
that
dude.
are very popular.
Okay, you know
There's a
what?
lot of
You were
options.
Actually, in the chats earlier, you know how you don't like tacos.
Yeah, no. I
When
hate
you
tacos.
let's say when you have been served a taco, what kind of a shell was it? What kind of a tortilla was it?
I've had all
We don't have
kinds.
time
So
for
I've
this.
tried.
Psychologically
Here, wait.
and
I've
I gotta
tried.
go. We
I've
gotta
tried.
go.
I've
If
tried
you
the
have
hard
not-
tacos,
if you
and
have
I tried
not-
the soft tacos. First of all, what's the regulation amount of meat and shit? I have a whole time just closing the damn
If you
thing.
have not tried a corn tortilla, then you have not eaten a taco.
Really?
Mhm.
Tortillas can go to hell.
Okay.
Is it
They-
crunchy?
No,
It's soft?
You talking about the one that made it like the
Don't they do empanadas
rolls?
with that?
no,
Yeah, they do.
no.
They do corn with corn. Empanadas with corn.
They do
don't
corn
They
with
do
corn?
corn with corn. You're
They
right.
do. No, I'm talking about they do
All right, thank you,
empanadas.
everybody.
They do
I
empanadas with
appreciate
corn.
We gotta
Corn
go.
tortillas. Fine, bye.
Agree with everything you just said. And he needs to stay his ass off social media because here's the thing, Skip. Steve,
Bang! It's all right. It's okay, my man. It's all right.
Yeah. Same
I know Jimbo's not blaming this on Kettle G. I know he's
Yeah,
not
that
doing
is-
that.
Oh, okay.
I know he's not blaming Kettle G.
Hey, why did you have to say
Kettle G.
I'm getting in the thick of it like Cal Lowry.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.